take it all. My admission, I bought him as a pawn, a coin with just one side, but integral for the fall. Your fallen soldier, you should have seen his eyes. The demon's blood attached, I know he picked a side. The Hatter and Puppeteer, they are the rats. With them in the floor, we'll never be free to dance. So breathe in your own destiny and stand by my side. What this world needs is a swift, forceful goodbye. I'm tired of hearing all these bureaucrats forget their lace and see it's time to act. You are the only one who stands a chance. Now let me show you true honest romance. Open your eyes, distance tonight. My ancient time, the pit runs dry. Your parents would say it's better this way. The world at your fist will take more than this. The farmhand and that flightless bird, they are the rats. With them in the floor, we'll never be free to dance. So breathe in your own destiny and stand by my side. What this world needs is a swift, forceful goodbye. There's a chance that one of us will make it. Regret mixed with hopelessness makes one deadly cocktail. Give me one more for last call later. Explain the draw can tell. I forget how we designed the plan scalpel. heart feels like observation, like cancer. But so the standard and predictable for the normal. The smallest tasks are too daunting. The shame and guilt too crippling. Zero, get through this life with no fuck-ups. I'll be there at the end to hold you up. I'm shaking too, but I will be right here. I'm staying in place, friends, to dry your tears. Why is my view so distorted and bleak? Burned to my head. No one has to be here, so why play nice, you fucking robots? The smallest tasks are too daunting. The shame and guilt too crippling. Zero, get through this life with no fuck-ups. I'll be there at the end to hold you up. I'm shaking too, but I will be right here. I'm staying in place, friends, to dry your tears. We'll silence talk tomorrow with our song, and we'll get everyone to sing along. I'll make sure that no evil can get through. This world is meaningless unless it has you. Unless it has you. Unless it has you. Unless it has you. Come with me, I know just the place. No use for work when the world is burning down. We're only here once, so pass the bottle around. One more shot, then we'll hit the road. Battle scars, tales will be told. All of us orphans found out where we belong. Our magic differs, but we still sing the same song. And we'll hide away. Oblivion. Sing with me, be a friend, not foe. Find your way, out in tomorrow. No use for work when the world is burning down. We're only here once, so pass the bottle around. And we'll hide away, we will. Hide away, we will. Hide away together from oblivion. Hide away, we will. Hide away, we will. Hide away together from oblivion.
It is midnight in Gotham City. The Riddler's reign of terror may be over, but the city remains marked by its... It is midnight in Gotham City. The Riddler's reign of terror may be over, but the city remains marked by his wrath and dangles on the precipice of the supernatural. Only one man can prevent Gotham.
Actually, fuck that noise. We're gonna stop you right there, buddy. The big guy's away, and that means our city is in our hands. We are Legion. We are committed, and we are the ones busting ghosts of the streets of Gotham tonight. That's right. This is Batman Bump in the Night presents Oops All Robins, a fanfiction actual play podcast special edition, starring me, Wally Orb as Duke Thomas.
Riley.
I am Riley Hopkins, and I am playing Barbara Gordon.
Mac.
I'm Mac, and I'm playing everyone's favorite, Steph Brown.
Marn.
I'm my last name, and I am playing Jason Todd, and here you go, Kaylee.
It's a great shirt. It's a top tier shirt. Jacqueline.
I'm Jacqueline Swampert, and I'm playing Bet Kane.
Andre.
Hello, I'm Andre, and I'm going to be playing Tim Drake.
And my name is Jeff Stormer. I am going to be your GM for today. This is a very special episode. This is a stream reward from our May stream. Thank you for donating. Thank you for making this incredible idea a reality. I have brought together 6 of my beloved friends to tell a Batman-less Batman story. We have been creating Batman Bump in the Night, a fanfiction actual play podcast for the last 2 years, and in that time, we have told a lot of stories. We have told the story of Duke Thomas. We have told the story of Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Steph Brown, Bet Kane, Barbara Gordon. We have met a lot of characters. There is one character on that list that we have not met, and that is the character that we are proud to meet today. This is Oops All Robins, and we are headed to a place that I will introduce in a moment. But that is enough preamble. That is enough pre-gaming. I think that we are ready to rock and roll. And I think that we open on Duke Thomas in the Batcave with the Batman. There is like a conspiracy board on the wall of various names. A lot of Gotham's most powerful and significant names are present. As you know, Duke, you and the big guy have been hunting a group for honestly some time, ever since the Etrigan incident. You have been hunting the Court of Owls. They are rich, they are powerful, they are ancient, they are maybe vampires, maybe owls, maybe spiritual soul suckers. They are they take the form of owls and they drain the youth of the people around them to live forever in luxury and comfort and power. And it is your job. It is your job to stop them. You've been hunting them for some time alongside Batman. And there's a list of like very prominent names throughout the city listed on this document. Among them, and I think the name that he kind of points towards, you know, the group that you've been discussing is the Powers family. They are one of the oldest families of Gotham. Their riches are in real estate and power plants, hotels, you know. They've expanded into railroads, and Batman is explaining all of this, and he's like, we need proof to understand if this family is connected to the court. And he slides you a photo of an older woman, think a Holland Taylor or a Jessica Walter. He slides you a face. This is Maria Powers. Maria is not like the other members of the family. She is a bit of the, I guess you could call her the fail daughter of the Powers family. If we're going to prove that there is a connection, the others are, well, far closer knit, far better connected. They own hotels and railroads. She owns the Toyco Toy Factory and Haley's Circus. Duke, I'm going to ask you, are there any questions you want to ask? I think that Bruce has given you the instruction. We need to infiltrate. We need to identify. We need to find proof if she is connected to the court. and I need your help on this. Are there any questions I can ask you immediately before we segue to our next our next introductory clue before we drop you all in the circus and let you loose?
Quick question, Big Eye. Do I have to full permission to do, my own brand of justice with this?
I think Batman looks at you and kind of like gives that like wry half smile, is like, as long as everybody stays alive by your own hand.
Oh no, I'm taking the first one. And he turns off and runs out.
I think genuinely does watch you run out the door. It's like, the kid's got a sense of humor. Maybe I could learn a thing or two from him. And like goes back to like looking at the crime board, and we zoom in on Haley's circus. We zoom in on this like beautiful circus poster, and then we zoom back out, and we are in the Gotham Library. And we zoom out to Barbara Gordon. Babs, It is late. It is well after hours. And you are researching.
Yeah.
You are, in fact, let me look up exactly what you are researching.
I can tell you what I'm researching. I'm working on my thesis, right?
You're working on your thesis. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about the high level of your thesis?
There is a stack of books to the right of Babs here, and she has like her glasses on her head, like rubbing her forehead, rubbing her temples, and she is working on her doctoral thesis on ancient Baravian localization efforts.
Really interesting stuff.
One of the main things. Yeah, it's really it's actually fascinating. There's a lot of problems with the way that people translate ancient Baravian, and it's one of those things that she's really dialing in on is our fundamental understandings of this language and like the projects that they put forward, specifically the Epic of Vandar. It's just wrong, and we've been going off it being wrong for so many years.
I think it's really as you're in the zone, right? Like you are in the element, you are firing on all cylinders when you get an alert on your phone. The unmistakable mark of a post on the spoiler warning blog. Do we say blog, feed, radio feed?
It's a blog.
It's a blog.
A post, like a post update on the spoiler warning blog lands that says Tony Zuko has been spotted hanging around Haley's circus. Tony Zuko is someone you've been trailing for a while. He is an enforcer, I believe, for the Maronis, but if I've given any specific information to anybody that counteracts that, please give me a shout. I'm 90% sure I listed him.
Maroni is right.
You told me something, but I don't know if that's something that Babs would know.
Let me double check. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it is. He is a capo for the Maroni crime family. And had previously been in charge of running guns, drugs, smuggling things, and has very recently changed tactics in a pretty notable way. And has become a big like protection real estate guy for reasons that like are not quite clear to you. But the important thing is that he has been hard to pin down. He's a sweaty guy. He is a loose end that you could prune off of the Maroni tree, and he has been spotted at Haley Circus. Are there questions that you want to answer before we transition?
Do I have to return these books, or are these things that I have to put them back on the shelf for someone else?
You're working at the library, so I assume you could put them on the cart. Like,
sorry, you broke up there. Are you?
Oh, I was gonna say you work at the library. I assume you can put them where
This is my shit. This is morning Bab's problem. This is not evening Bab's problem.
Yeah, this is a daytime problem, if we're being honest.
Exactly. I think she closes up like the notes that she's taken. She closes the two laptops that she was kind of like dual keyboarding, like she was in a 70s band, and like up, goes, puts them behind the counter, and sighs to herself, and just and like pulls out a backpack that is labeled "Do Not Touch." It has a padlock on it.
As you get up, you pick and grab the padlock, you head out the door. We see on your computer screen a photo of. Sorry, go ahead.
And I want to text somebody.
Yeah.
Is that all
please.
right?
That is good. That's the send a text, and that'll segue the next segment.
Yeah, can I send a text to a a contact in my phone that says the kids what fight crime, and send a text that say, "Are you busy right now?"
I think that we
To
see,
Jason, to be clear, the entire Phantasm crew.
I think that we see it. We see you type that text. We do not see it get received, because I think that will be our closing note. Because I think Jason has to go last for what's gonna happen to Jason.
Yay!
Oh God.
We see. We zoom in on Tony Zuko's face. We zoom in on this post on the spoiler warning blog, and we zoom out in Stephanie Brown's apartment. And Steph, you have just hit post on this blog post detailing Tony Zuko's latest movements, the spoiler warning blog outlining the various underworld activities that spread throughout Gotham. And at that moment, as you hit post, as it always is when you are a reporter, as soon as you publish an article, you get a ping about the next thing, and you're like, man, I gotta try and space these out a little bit.
Like, come on, man.
There is a news report. One of your sources has written in that a body has been found by the Gotham docks. And it is the body of a missing persons case that has been missing for a minute. A body has been found by an employee at Haley, I guess performer is more accurate. An acrobat by the name of Boston Brand has been found dead, washed up on the docks. Riley, your camera has disappeared for a heads up.
Do not worry.
All right. Yeah. A circus acrobat by the name of Boston Brand has washed up dead on the docks. What's your reaction to that?
This is maybe not something that I want to post on the blog until I have like a little more info. I am not TMZ. Much as people chalk me up as TMZ, I am not TMZ. I will not be posting anything until I have more understanding of whether or not it was an accident or human murder or weird murder.
Good point. The photo that you get sent a moment later clarifies things, because very rarely do natural causes deaths have bullet wounds here and here. Very rarely is it 2 bullets to the chest is deemed an accidental death.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Still, washed up on the docks by the circus, like near the
circus. I think has washed up near the circus. This is clear, and I think from the photo, has been does not look. I'm going to say actually does not look especially waterlogged. Like, this is a recent murder, which means whoever did it is probably still around there somewhere.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing my mom and I were planning on going to the circus tonight.
All right.
Crystal's gonna be there?
Crystal is on the scene. Let's go.
I'm like 15, okay, man? I can't go anywhere without my mom. Especially not after the last time, okay? Like, I decided not to argue with her, okay?
We see, then the transition that we see. Any questions you want to investigate? Anything you want to investigate remotely before you head to the circus?
Is there just going back to the Tony Zuko thing, is there anything that I know about that I didn't publish?
That's a really good question. You do have some information from that you got. Why don't you talk about the anonymous tip that you got?
I did get, yeah, I'm leading a little bit. I did get an anonymous tip that the Maronis are pissed at Tony Zuko. My guess is because he's changed tax, but I can't be 100% certain.
Who knows what might have happened to Tony Zuko that may have set him off, and or what happened to the Maronis that may have pissed them off at Tony Zuko. Maybe we'll find that out in play. Maybe somebody else knows that information. We zoom in on a ticket we zoom in on the ticket stub to Haley Circus as you head out the door, and we zoom in on a much different apartment that is covered in cables. Like, there is a ticket on a wall, but we zoom out and it is on like a similar conspiracy board to the one that is laid out in Bruce Wayne's place, but much more slapdash and like covered in next to like computer wires and like various like server equipment. And we see a message come through the Robbins app to Tim Drake that you get a message that Duke is heading to Haley Circus.
Oh,
You
my God.
something that you know about, or that you piece together with absolute certainty because you're Tim Drake and you piece these things together with certainty. Haley Circus? This bitch is haunted. This bitch is a haunted circus.
Everybody's dying.
Doesn't everybody know that?
It's apparently gotten real spooky at this circus. And you know, there could be any number of things. But you know some of the history of the circus, which you can share now or you can share with other people. But what you do know is that in the last, recent, I'd say it's built up over the last like 2 years. But like a lot of weird things, a lot of inexplicable stuff, a lot of circus acts that people have described that feel inexplicable and don't feel like they follow the rules of reality. People have said that there's a crocodile man, and that doesn't make any sense. People have said that there's a chimpanzee that can talk to you in a British accent. That don't make no sense. People have said that there's all kinds of weird shit happening, and this bitch feels haunted.
Yeah. I think we see Tim Drake just rummage through several different technological devices. It's like, no, not the phone, not the smartwatch, not the phone that folds in on itself, not the flip phone, the iPad.
Those are different.
And we see him pull up some information. He's like, everyone says the most important rule in showbiz is to never work with animals or children. But that's not the problem with Haley Circus. Haley Circus just keeps having all of their performers horrendously maimed and killed from all these repeated accidents. And it doesn't make sense. If you're a circus, you should have netting or something. It doesn't. This is your main source of business, and this has now begun to leak. In circus times, there's outrage about this from the circus community. Carnies are up in arms about this, and just like, and it all goes back to the powers. It all goes back to the powers because there was a bunch of phone calls between Maria Powers and Tony Zuko that I managed to infiltrate from their lines because they still use landlines like boomers. And I tapped them, and they keep she keeps avoiding his calls, and then he just stopped calling. What's that about? Huh? You don't just call someone 17 times in 3 days and then never contact them again. And none of those calls were answered. There was no relay. What is going on?
Sounds like you're joining. It sounds like you're joining our boy at the circus. And crucially, it sounds like something very weird is going on around Haley's circus.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, and that probably explains why a circus acrobat has tumbled out of the forehead of Jason Todd.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did we skip somebody?
Oh no, sorry.
said-
Betty will go. Betty will be our transition, our last one, so that we can
Wanna make
introduce to
sure.
Betty. But Jason, in your apartment, out of the bullet wound in your head from the time that you got shot in the head while you were investigating the Red Hoods, and then, I don't know, woke up, and now sometimes ghosts fall out of your head. A circus acrobat has quite literally tumbled in a very acrobatic way. Frankly, it's a very impressive display out of your forehead.
Cool. Awesome.
Where are you?
Jason is on the couch in the Rose apartment. He is using Cullen's smartphone to watch TikTok because he doesn't have a smartphone. He has taken Cullen Rose's smartphone and is watching through Cullen's like For You page feed.
Acrobat flies through your forehead, through the table, does a roll, stands up, and is like, oh, okay, where am I? Okay, I gotta, okay. Am I dead?
I mean, yeah, I would get Jesus Christ. Did you die like downstairs? Usually they fucking knock or something.
No, I didn't. I mean, I guess being dead makes a lot of sense, honestly. That actually tracks, and frankly, I'm not as concerned about that. But oh fuck. If I'm dead, I'm not gonna be able to stop. Oh god, I gotta be able to stop this. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna stop this. Oh fuck. Oh god.
Would I mean, maybe I could help.
What do you mean? What are you? Like? I mean, you're a kid. I don't know how kids could help with what I'm dealing with, but yeah, sure. I think
okay. First of all, almost 18. Second of all,
okay,
I
almost
kind
18 is still a kid, but let's be clear.
All right, I'm a kid who can kill people, and I kind of have made it my business to kill people on behalf of ghosts and do other stuff on behalf of ghosts.
I appreciate that. Hey, it's great to meet you. I'm Boston. Master of the flying twirl. I guess Boston Dead Man is more accurate than who I am now, but we'll get to that. We'll figure that part out. But okay, fine. If you think you can help, we got to get to Haley's. We got to get to the circus. And I think he gets like very close to your face as we transition into our final vignette. They're gonna kill that fucking kid. And as we see a full page spread of the circus, we meet our final player. We see someone that we have never seen on screen before. Please introduce yourself. Describe your appearance as you head towards the circus. I'll tell you what you're investigating.
Yeah. So Bet is walking toward the circus, dressed to the nines. I think dressed to the nines in civilian wear as we start this off. Got her nice skirt on, got her ticket, which I like to think that she was like, hey, cousin Bruce, I need something. I need something to do with my night, or I'm gonna be really annoying. And she's her freshly dyed hair, blonde, and she's nice little bow in her hair. Bet is approaching the circus.
You are approaching the circus with an ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm.
One of your teammates has gone missing. And Haley Circus has very recently, had like tryouts for like an invitational baseball game. Like there was a game like it was a home, you know what, it wasn't a game, it was a home run derby, right? That's a circus kind of attraction, right? They invited one of your teammates, and she hasn't been back. Disappeared.
Oh no.
And like this is not the first event you've heard Haley Circus host for, teens your age, right? Like they pretty regularly hold tryouts for these sorts of like exhibition events. It's a home run derby, it's a duck pin bowling tournament.
Yeah.
They do a lot, and you've noticed this, like this is a detail you've been putting together kind of as a detective. They've been doing a lot of events targeting like teen involvement, but like with very large audition pools. They are drawing teens to this event, and they are very excited to have teens be involved with the circus and to bring them into the fold. This is the first time you've heard of somebody disappearing, but you haven't really dug into it enough, and you can be pretty confident that that's probably not the only time someone has gone missing from one of these events, if your intuition were to serve you.
Which teammate was it? Not Alicia.
Not Alicia. Let me see. Hold on. I need to pull up minor Batman characters. This isn't
Jeff
good.
Googling women
You didn't have
in
the team
Gotham
unlocked?
City.
You didn't have them ready to go?
I
Man.
did not.
Come on now. You have.
Well,
No,
the problem
no,
is, like, I don't want to kill somebody that might be really important later.
Kill.
kill. Oh no.
I mean, potentially kill. We don't know for sure.
Anyone's at risk.
Anyone's at risk. This is
A boy named Gar Logan.
This is
Oh no!
this is actually a Metropolis transplant. This is Lex's cousin, Leandra Luthor. This is a proper Nepo baby. Catcher for I don't want to say catcher because I don't know actually enough about baseball to know. Like, I'm gonna throw this out to the real deep ball knowers.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the position that you would be given that would be like the gimmiest position on the field, right? Like,
Not
you
The
know,
right.
like the
Catcher.
like. Yeah, I would say center field. That's my
Yeah.
Center field for sure.
she's
second
she's
base,
deep in
shortstop.
center field, up the second baseline, like in a spot where it's clearly somebody bought their way onto the team,
Yeah.
and like clearly kind of like showed up to this event a little bit on a whim. I'm also seeing right field in the comments. An outfielder for sure. Definitely Leandra has just kind of been given a position on the team. Does have a mean home run swing, and more importantly, has a mean streak. That's the thing you remember about Leandra. Runs in the does not fall far from the rest of the Luthor tree. If someone were to tell you she was a Luthor, you would not be surprised.
Rich girls.
Rich girls.
Rich girls.
Any other things you want to know before we drop you all into the circus and let you go wild?
I don't think so.
Okay. We follow Bet into the circus, and we see each of you make. I will say, I'm going to drop this. We're going to do a transition.
Oh boy.
And we have a map. Where's my map? Here's my map.
I'll pan over to the map.
Map
Oops,
time.
hold on, the map.
Time.
Map has to load.
Map has to load. That's okay.
Riley, did you add Steph's mom?
Yeah, I
Yes.
added Crystal. Yeah, Crystal's there. It's important to log where
Oh,
she
Riley,
is.
I think you stopped screen sharing. Is I think the
Oh
issue.
fuck! Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
1
All
second.
right, that's fine.
I
Maps
forgot.
is actively drawing it.
1 second. 1
Maps
second.
is
1
sketching
second.
it out. Yeah, Matt, correct. That is correct.
Try to pull it back up.
Maps is sketching it out. Okay, we're back up. Let me-
That's Rowan. I'm stealing credit. I'm stealing valor.
All right, we are. If you Riley, you want to scroll first up, everybody.
Yeah.
Can we get some love in the chat for the Doodle Zone? Can we get some love in the chat for the Doodle Zone? I would love to get some love in the chat for the Doodle Zone. This is important to me. I've said it a trillion times. The best part of playing with a big mirror board with my friends is watching my artist friends just go like, I'm gonna draw some stuff. It fills my heart with such a profound glee. Okay, so here is Haley's circus. You can see there's a bunch of people on the circus a bunch of people here that will be in various places. We will start with Bet since we're kind of following you. You know, we can see a little bit. I'll run us through all of the different spaces of the circus. Obviously, you come in through the ticket booth. There's a concession stand off to the right. There's your midway. That's all of your games and prizes. There's a big giant Ferris wheel. Obviously, the big top is in the center of the room. The show hasn't started yet, but like you see it still set up. There are the sideshow tents. You know, there's the main tent, and then there's a suspicious smaller tent off to the side. There's the third big animal tent that's for the animals. And then there's a few like offices and trailers in the back if you were to try and take a back way into the area. And there's like cars and things. I'm just gonna grab a Post-it note. There's like cars and things are like back this way, like of like where the performers and staff would be parking their cars. Like the main parking lot is probably out front. Then there's like employee performer parking out in the back. Bet, where do you start off? Where are you headed to begin with?
So my first thought is definitely going right for the big top. I know the show hasn't started yet, but I kind of want to look there beforehand because I do worry about, like, what if there are some mysterious runes carved into it before the show? I know there's been some circus acts in the past where the big top has had something strange go on. So I want to check on that.
All right, I like that. Wonderful. Let's go now to let's see. Let's go to Steph. Steph, where are you headed?
Uh, I think I have to follow my mom around for a little bit, but I am gonna drag her over to sideshows, at least for now.
All right.
Um,
Steph is going over to sideshows. Let's
that feels like a non-suspicious place to start investigating when I have my mom with me.
It does.
Right?
It does. All right, Babs, where are you headed?
I am so there's probably not like security cameras or stuff like that at the circus. That wouldn't make sense, but I bet that there is some sort of like centralized system for the electronics or something like a schedule. So I am in full costume.
Great.
Like Oracle, Batgirl, Oracle, whichever you call her, she's here. And I think she's on her way to Haley's office. That's where I want to move.
Okay.
And I've also texted messaged the Robin app to to say like who's in the Barrens right now. Like, is anybody at Orgrimmar at the moment? I want to know who's here.
Duke, Tim, do you get that message? Do you respond?
I think as soon as Babs sent that text of like who's in the Barrens right now, like from right above you, like because I think I picture like the Haley's office is kind of like one of those little like circus trailers.
Yeah, exactly. You've got it in your head precisely.
Yeah, and I think as soon as you send that text out, you hear from right above you from the roof of this circus trailer. It's like, I mean, I happen to be here,
Jesus
but I mean, I
Christ.
could go if you want.
No, that's what I wanted to know. Yeah, no, I want to. Okay.
What about you, Tim? How are you responding, and where are you at?
I am immediately going over to the sideshows tent. I'm inside of it.
Great. Good.
Good.
I think I am specifically looking at the crocodile man.
Sure.
Because that didn't seem real, and this is the greatest thing that I could have discovered today was that crocodile men do exist, and to some capacity, and that's very affirming for me.
Sure.
I also want it to be known that Steph is on the Frog app and does reply, but just with an emoji react.
Love that. Great.
Fucking God damn it.
Last but not least, Jason, where are you headed? And are you in costume or not?
Jason, I think, is in like his plausible deniability outfit, which is like he is wearing the hoodie and he is wearing the jacket over the hoodie, but he has the mask like stashed in the pocket of the hoodie. But he is sneaking through the car park towards the trailers because he's not fucking buying a ticket.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For sure.
I think he is also trying to get signal on his like shitty Nokia phone to call Babs.
He's still Robin right now. He's not the signal yet.
Fuck you.
Got her ass. All right, great. Then we have some scenes to set up. I think we will. Where do I want to begin is the question. I think we will begin. Okay, I think that we will begin. I think it's time to introduce the star of the show, right? I think it's time to introduce the lad. You walk in, Bet. You walk in. Let's throw it to the Bet solo screen here. You enter the big top, and you see the acrobats. Like the acrobatics are the center, are like the whole thing is set up around the acrobatics routines. And what you see are two adults, probably late 30s, 40s, mid 40s ish, right? Mid 40s, a little bit of salt and pepper hair, immaculate shape, are coaching a number of smaller, younger athletes, and these three acrobats that the two teachers are teaching are giving it their everything, and there is a frustration there, at least as far as two of them, and those would be Calvin Rose and Raymond McCreary, are like doing doubles acts, and like they immediately, Raymond messes something up and Calvin takes such an alpha stance and is like, you fucked this up, you put us in danger, it is one slip and we are dead. Are you clear on that? And like you are hearing this argument unfolding. And as that is happening, flicking popcorn kernels into his mouth, like comes twirling like a Willy Wonka style roll, flips a popcorn, catches it in his mouth, holds the box of popcorns like, popcorn for the show. And there is a young guy, about 18-ish, 18, 19-ish, like standing next to you, visibly the son of these two other gymnasts, is holding the bag, holding a thing of popcorn, like, popcorn for the show. This is gonna be one to watch.
uh,
Straight gay panic before, but
what? Popcorn? Sorry. Yeah, popcorn. Yeah, I'll have it. And she takes the bag.
I wasn't gonna say it, but because of the reaction that you had, I will say certain things about Dick Grayson have carried through into this iteration of the character, and we will leave it at that. Oh,
I'll pull down a Dick Grayson ass image. Don't worry.
thank you. If we could drop that on the mirror board. He offers you a hand. He's like, "Hi, Dick. I'm Dick Grayson. Sorry, I should have introduced myself."
Dick Grayson. Oh my gosh. Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Bet. Oh my gosh, that's you. So you're like their, jeez. So you're like their son or something?
And he kind of he gets so red in the face immediately that you've clocked that, like, even though he's in a room where his face is on posters, being recognized, blushes immediately and is like, yes, it is one of the Flying Graysons. And like he's like, but like, and I think like he kind of like is like, but I mean they've got a whole troupe. They've kind of become the teachers here, and they've kind of turned this into an acrobatic experience. So like, I'm gonna come out for the main event. It's really a team sport. You know what I mean? Like, I am happy not, like, honestly, it's nice to have some of the pressure off me, especially, and he kind of pauses, and he looks to you with a sort of, like, side glance, like I don't know if I should say this, but also she's cute, and I think this is gonna be a good flirt. Also, because I think I've got something important that I need to do, and I think I could use some help in doing it. And he kind of, like, leans forward, and he unfurls something, and it is a rune on a piece of paper. And he's like, I've got to find this rune somewhere in here, because I think that I have been alerted to a magical prophecy that is unfolding here tonight. Do you want to help me fulfill a magical prophecy here tonight?
Anything, Wonder Boy.
Rock and roll, let's go. And like does a like full backflip to like go into the like, I guess we're doing this. And the two of you embark for the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
As that is happening, we follow what I would describe as a cartoon greaser, leather jacket, switchblade, and we follow that particular greaser walking, strolling, popping gum bubbles, approaching the kid, walking among the cars, snapping his fingers ever so slightly. You gotta come through the ticket booth.
I guess you wouldn't believe that guy who used to work here who died told me to come here to investigate his murder.
And he's like popping the gum. You talking about Brand?
Yeah.
You popped out in your living room? Pop.
That's suspiciously specific.
I'm just making lucky guesses. I mean, but all that said, I would maybe go through the ticket booth because you don't want to have trouble. I mean, you don't want trouble to follow you home to your house with your two roommates. And he like kind of flips the knife unsheathed in his hand, or like still closed, but he flips the knife in his hand and just kind of goes like, "Yeah, and he just kind of like mutters like, helpful to have a guy on staff who knows things." And he kind of walks off. You've never go ahead.
Point of order. Is Boston still here with Jason?
That's a really good question. I was gonna say no, but maybe.
I mean, he doesn't
you
have
tell
to
me.
be.
You tell me.
Well, I was gonna say, if he's here with Jason, then Jason looks like when you fucking shine a light on a cat in a room, like his eyes are the bright green.
I think actually I love Boston being here just so that there's a dead guy floating around to give you dead guy advice. I do think he leans over. Yeah, that's Zane. He's got well, I mean, I can't prove this, but he's one of the new ones, I don't know how to explain it, but they kind of changed the Soikis a year when the Graysons arrived, like 2 years ago. They kind of changed things and people started getting weird, right? They started getting weird, and that guy, he's got a brain thing. I don't know what it is, but he does that. He's always got that one thing that he shouldn't know, that he can kind of look in your eyes and then he knows things and he hears things and he knows things. And I can't explain it, but he looks you in the eyes and he says he hears things on the wind, but he knows things. He's got a brain thing.
Is it like specifically in the eyes, or?
I don't think so. I think it's just that, things come into his head. I don't know. A bunch of weird shit has happened. I mean, admittedly, now there's a ghost here. So, like, I can't say that there's not a lot of, that the weird shit has not continued. You capiche?
No, the weird shit I'm used to. I don't fucking like it when people threaten me and my roommates.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, all I can say is this guy's I don't like him. I don't trust him. I wouldn't mess with him. He tends to be the eyes and ears of the golden boy Calvin and his right hand Raymond. He tends to be their eyes and ears around the Soikis.
I mean, I think I could take him, but
okay. I mean,
I'm not gonna try. It's gonna ruin everybody else's night. If I, kill
you
a
do what
guy
you
at
gotta
the
do,
car
man.
park.
Listen, you do what you gotta do. I just don't want any more. One ghost per circus is enough. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? And I think like as he is needling you, we pan over to we are gonna pan over to this. Let's pan over to Haley's office. Let's get Duke and Babs on the scene.
Let's go.
You're like the main one, right? You're like
Yeah, wait, first of all, hi, I'm really glad to finally have you on the field with me together up top.
Yeah, it's all right.
Up
Yeah, high
top.
five.
How?
Are you like, you strike me as you're not a child soldier like everyone else. You're like an adult? Yeah?
I'm old enough, if that's really what you're asking.
What's the earliest show you remember watching?
That's a fucking good question.
God, that's a good question.
19, 18, 17.
Okay, I remember
15.
coming home after school. It was a long day. My mom said, "Hey, what do you want for dinner? What do you want for lunch, dude?"
9,
I said,
context not needed.
I can
8,
really go
7.
to my box and watch Animaniacs. Well, I can really go to my box and
Okay,
Animaniacs.
all right, you're good. You clear. All right.
That was a lot more stressful than I really gave that credit to be.
Yeah, and hey, listen, you handled it well. How many others are here? Two of you responded.
Oh, 2 of us? Then it's probably just 2 of us.
Probably just 2. Okay.
Probably just 2. Yeah.
I checked my phone. Do I have any missed calls from Jason?
Yes.
All right, I can count 3. So that's
3.
good. Yeah. Why are you? I'm here because Tony Zuko's here. Are you here because some of the weird shit's happening?
I'm here because of weird shit that's happening. 2, it's consider this also a follow-up courtesy call.
Okay. I'll take that.
We handled there was a little bit of botch hit over on CC Haley not too long ago, and we
Okay.
decided to step in and took care of it. And it would be polite of me as a hero to follow up on a past victim and to make sure they're doing okay.
You know what? That's really big of you. That's super impressive.
I think at that moment, Haley steps out of the trailer. Like Haley steps out of the trailer and like looks at the roof of the trailer and goes, "Is that Robin? Hey, it's Robin! Hey! Oh,
Thumbs
come
up,
on
daps up
in.
Haley.
Daps up immediately. Oh, hey! You get cotton candy? You get any cotton candy? We got the best cotton candy in the state.
You guys have the greatest cotton candy, you know, because
Listen.
I like the pink stuff, but you make the purple stuff?
Listen. I think points at Batgirl. This gentleman, all the cotton candy he can eat. This gentleman, wonderful. I would not be standing here.
Okay.
I would not be standing here. Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Hi, Batgirl. I think that I believe that there is a mafioso in your circus tonight, and I want to kind of touch base with you on that, if that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine they try to kill you once, they're going to try to kill you again, right? That's not surprising. So, like, obviously I'm on guard. I got my guys, I've let Waylon know. I let Flex know, I've got my muscle. They're ready to attack. I feel pretty good.
Okay. Do you know Tony Zuko?
We've had interactions, he...
Don't talk to me like I'm a cop. Do you know Tony Zuko?
I think he stops and goes like, you're right. Talk to you like you're one of the, like you're wearing the cloth. I met one of your guys recently. The big one out of Metropolis. What a gent. Duke, have you met the big guy out of Metropolis? What a guy.
I heard a lot of stuff about the big guy out of Metropolis.
What a guy.
You know what? CC,
eyes you could get lost in.
Yeah. Beautiful baby blue eyes. But CC, look, I am just gonna be real with you right now, buddy. You really gotta cooperate right now because she has, and I really would like to pull her in on another project, and you holding this
Understood. No, I'm slowing
my
down.
My guy.
You guys are here on business. You are here on business. I do not want to answer your question. He came by, here's the lowdown on Tony Zuko. Between you, me, and the big top, right? Tony Zuko. I don't know what happened, a guy will show up and suddenly you're the most important thing in his world when you're the fucking circus. You know what I mean? Tony Zuko, out of nowhere, shows up saying that we gotta hand the circus over to the Maronis. Obviously, I don't have the authority to do that. That's Maria's call, and frankly, Maria, she is not fucked with the Maronis. I don't know. She's kept her head above water. I don't know what she's up to, but at least as far as the crime goes, she's on the level. He starts coming by saying she's got to sign it over, saying this has got to be Maroni territory, saying he's got to get a cut of the take, and then suddenly she's not answering his calls, she's ducking things. Suddenly he comes to me like I'm gonna convince her. I tell him, piss off. This is my circus. These are my rules. These are my people. I'm not doing shit. I tell him you can go take a walk. Say again.
This is my circus. These are my monkeys.
This is my circus. These are my people. And I think he kind of he walks and he's saying this and he's getting animated. He's getting heated. And he's like, so they send a couple guys with a couple guns and sure enough, 6 to 8 teenagers in coordinating jackets, some of them wearing capes. Look, I'm used to people in capes. It was not weird to me, but I recognize it would be weird among a lot of circumstances. Come down. They beat the shit out of the guys with guns. I'm still alive. I'm here. Anybody wearing one of those R's on a jacket gets free cotton candy. At least for the next time they come to visit, I gotta make my money. Obviously, Duke, you understand.
As soon as he turns to say Duke, you understand Duke is already gone.
First day basis.
He's already making his way over to the Powers office next.
Great.
Barbara like nods and is like, "Thank you so much. Please stay inside tonight unless you have a reason to come out. We're gonna get this situation under control. If you think of anything else, give me a call. Here is my signal line.
I will give you a call.
Just absolutely. Do you know it? You know what? I think this will do for me. This will do for me for now. Do people have a way to alert you if they see something?
And I think like he like writes down a number. I got a phone. I got a landline in my trailer. It's you can call me direct on that. I don't trust the whole cell phone thing. 5G. Personally, I think that there's ghosts in the 5G. I think that 5G is the circus used to be a circus. Sure. There used to be animals. There used to be flippy guys. And now suddenly I got a crocodile man and I got a man with muscles that can make you remember the first time that you fell in love. That ain't really normal. And I don't know what has happened in the last 2 years that has made that happen. So like, I don't know.
Did the powers take over about 2 years ago?
No, the powers have run this for, Maria hired me, what was it, 20 years ago, 30 years ago? I don't know, I've been here for a long time, probably too long.
2 years is when things got weird. All right, hey, that's great. It's like pat on the shoulder.
You're good, you're good people. You get half off on cotton candy.
I'm over 18. I'm not going to be eating cotton candy. But
that's fair. Honestly, I can't. I have one bite of the stuff, and I got agita for a week.
Yeah. All right. It's been a pleasure, Mr. Haley.
All right.
She turns around and walks away. She is grinning. She has the full mask down. Watching Duke do that was really funny for her, but she is trying to keep a foreboding aura.
And we pan over now to Tim and Steph in the sideshow tent. Let me go back to OBS. This is what Andre and Mac. All right, we are in the sideshow tent. Steph, you walk in and you see Tim. Are you in civilian clothes? Are you in costume? What's the deal here?
I think he is in similar to Jason, like plausible deniability level of preparedness should the need strike.
Great. Steph, you walk in and there is someone talking to Crocodile Man who has like a giant turkey leg and is so delighted to talk about being a Crocodile Man.
I was gonna say, which one of them has the turkey leg?
The Crocodile Man has the turkey leg and is just is just ripping into it. It's like, yeah, so Crocodile Man. Not quite clear if it is it could be a curse. I don't know if it's necessarily like, I don't know if I did something wrong and woke up as and I mean one day I was just, one day I was a guy. Next day I'm a Crocodile Man. So, and like look, so, I'm not mad about it, So
there was no like gradual transition from your previous human state into
have you ever read Kafka's The Metamorphosis?
Oh, perfect. Yes, great.
One day, Waylon Jennings. One day, Waylon Jennings. Is that Waylon Jones? One day, Waylon Jones woke up and he was a Crocodile Man. I don't know what to tell you. One day, you're a guy. Next day, you're a Crocodile Man.
Has the transition from molars to carnassials been an uphill battle for you?
It was at first. It was the main thing, and the problem is that you think, all right, I'm a Crocodile Man, but surely I'm still like a man, and so like you try to eat a vegetable, and that's really where a lot of the secondary teeth come in. I'm really built for meat. The turkey leg. This is really what I'm after. This is really the key. It's when I realized that, a lot of my problems went away in an instant.
That's
Steph, how are you reacting to this?
I am just fascinated. I think she has just naturally drifted over to the conversation with this Crocodile Man.
Come on over.
Even if it wasn't Tim there.
Anything I can do. Any questions? I am happy to be your research on all things crocodile. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of answers, and I want to level set on that. But hey, You know, if you maybe have probably never seen a crocodile man. I certainly hadn't until one day I looked in the mirror and I said, "That's a crocodile man." So not a bad way. Anything? How are you? Have you walked around the circus? Have you explored?
Well,
how are you doing? This is the best part of my day is talking to the people.
Yeah. I gotta say, my day's already been made.
You tried the turkey legs? These things are crazy.
I'm gonna have to try. Oh, hey, Steph. So I have also heard that there is a chimpanzee that's capable of human language. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Bobo? Bobo is in the animals tent. You can go talk to Bobo. He's gonna, he's gonna do his whole I can read your thoughts and I can predict something about you. Between you and me, I think he's doing cold reading. I've seen psychics. I think this monkey is not on the level. I think this chimp is really just kind of doing face reading, you know? Call me a conspiracy theorist if you will, but I think there's something wrong with this chimp's psychic persona.
You know what? Don't be afraid of that word. You need to embrace that term.
Thank you.
Given the fact that you're a crocodile man, I think it's fair.
That's what I was saying. If you're going to claim to be a psychic, you should be a real psychic. I got to claim to be a crocodile man because I wake up every day a crocodile man.
It was so nice. What was your name again?
My name's Waylon. They call me Killer Croc, but you can call me Waylon. It just has been the highlight of my, talking to the young people. Stay out of trouble. I did a little time in Arkham before there was the whole breakout, but I ended up here. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of jail. Stay out of Blackgate. Stay out of Arkham. Have a good life. Make good choices. Flex, did I miss anything? Flex is in the corner. No, that's pretty much it, honestly.
Great.
How does Crystal Brown react?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Crystal Brown.
How does the mom react?
The Crocodile Man may as well not exist because Flex Mentallo is also in the room. Flex Mentallo is 6.5 feet tall, is of pure muscle, wearing a leopard print Speedo, and flexes muscles just in such a way, and it is as though Crocodile Man is just a guy.
I mean, he is. I think as Steph is seeing that her mom is distracted, goes, "Hey, Waylon, you got a second to talk about something that isn't being a crocodile man?"
I mean, I don't know why you would want to, because being a crocodile man is maybe the most interesting thing in the world, but continue.
No, it's true. You're not...
For two interested young people who are going to make good choices, yes.
You're not wrong. Look, about Boston. Do you know what happened to him? Because I heard that he
puts the turkey leg down and he sits down like, Boston was, I mean, you meet a lot of people. Boston, he was good people, and I heard what happened to him, and that doesn't deserve to happen to good people. Boston was a good one, and I'd heard about there's the thing with the mop between you, me, and Muscles, and I guess between you, me, and your stepdad. I think the mob has been sniffing around here, right? And Tina, to her credit, has said no dice to that, but like the mob has been sniffing around, right? And and they did their thing, but like I don't know why they wouldn't target just Boston was great, but he's not the Graysons. He's not running the acrobatic shows. He's not doing everything. He was a nice, reliable hand from the old times before the circus became a place where a guy could be a crocodile man. You know what I mean? Like,
what was he doing? Like, what was his sort of role in the circus?
He was an opening act guy. He was a ham and egger. He would come out. He would do some tricks.
Sure.
He would do some flips. The Graysons, and like he was nice, but then they brought in the Graysons about 2 years ago, and like that kind of changed things, because then the Graysons, they were the Graysons, right? They're the big stars, so they're the guys that the whole acrobatic show gets built around, and then and Boston, for his credit, was pretty happy with that. He was happy to be the guy that they needed him to be the guy for. You know what I mean? And then, So, like, the mob wouldn't kill him because he wasn't important enough, which means that whoever did it had to not be associated with the mob. And the only way that I can figure is he knew something that somebody else did not want him to know.
And you don't think the Graysons were, like, jealous of Brand's position in the sort? Like, you don't think they were getting, like, edged out or anything like that?
I mean, I don't see why they would be jealous. They got the top billing, but between you, me, and Stepdad, I don't think that, you know, they're not exactly the nicest people, the Graysons. You know, they are demanding folks. They are prima donnas, you know. I mean, they came in and they really, you know, they turned the thing. I mean, here's the thing, right? You know this as well as I do, that, you know, the circus had a reputation for being a bit of a meat grinder, right? It's circus life, it's acrobatics, it's ballet. You know, I saw Black Swan in theaters. Really, really fucked me up, you know. Natalie Portman, revelation. But
I wasn't born yet. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Go seek it out. I think it's in the I think it's a Criterion, but I can't confirm that. So go look that up. And I think, like, and he's like, but, you know, and it had always been a meat grinder, right? The teachers here had always been very hard on the acrobats in a way that, frankly, you know, even as somebody coming into the circus, I was very concerned about, because they were pushing those acrobats hard. It was like they wanted to break every one of these acrobats. That changed so dramatically. There was discipline before, and now it feels like there's toxicity. It feels like since the Graysons have come, it feels like they're pushing all of these acrobats to not just be hard as a rock or, like, carved into a diamond, but they're pushing them to be cruel, and they're pushing them to be fearful, you know, to be fear mongers. They're pushing them to have an energy that is terrifying. And I don't understand it, because you can be a celebrity. You can be a celebrity and not be hurtful, and not be evil, and not be... It feels like they want their acrobats to invoke an aura of terror. And I don't understand, like, what that would add to an acrobatic show. But the aura has changed.
Was Boston like that? Is
was,
there anybody?
Boston was good people, you know. He was of the old school. He was disciplined. He believed in being the best, but he wasn't hurtful. He wasn't trying to be, you know, he wasn't trying to make them hateful. He was trying to make them, he ran it like a military show. And yeah, I guess, you know, he probably was upset when he got took over, but he was happy to segue into the other role. And I don't know, maybe he didn't feel right about the vibes changing. I don't know, but that's what I got. That's all theory, you know. Who am I? I'm the Crocodile Man. Who's going to listen to the Crocodile Man?
I would. I am.
That's why you're good people and you're going to make good choices.
That's right. Now we're going to talk to the chimpanzee man. No, just chimpanzee.
Great. You're going to the animals tit.
Yeah,
Crystal
totally.
looks in your directions like, all right, kids, have fun. So your life seems so fascinating.
I think divorcee Crystal Brown, I assume.
Steph watches this happen and goes, well, I guess maybe he's better than my actual dad. All right, whatever.
I mean, anything's better than your actual dad, right?
Yeah, no, there's some exceptions to that. I would not want my dad to be the actual Riddler. Jesus.
All right, so we have seen everybody, so I think that we will. I'll throw this to the group. Is there any to you, the table? Which the words? Does anybody have a scene that they want to see next? The scenes on the table are Bet and Dick at the Ferris wheel, tracking this sort of ancient prophecy thing. Actually, I'm gonna move them to a different location. But we'll get to that. We'll get to why in that scene. Dick and Bet at the water show. We've got Duke in Maria's office. Jason and Boston are heading wherever they're going to head.
Probably to meet up with Babs, I would say.
All right, so you're heading over to Babs. Babs is over at Danny the tent. where do you as a table want to go? Do you want to talk to the do you want to talk to the chimp? You want to talk to the tent? You want to see the water show? You want to investigate Maria's office?
I want to set up communication between everybody.
Okay.
I think the thing for Babs right now is to set up like a voice chat on the Flappy Robin app, and like and then call
Excuse you, it's
Jason.
Floaty Frog.
Floaty Frog, sorry. Floaty Frog. She wants to open up a voice chat on there, and then like she is going to try to call Jason again and pull out a big ass cyber deck on her waist, and then pull out like a Titanfall 2 Data knife and stab it into the phone. So
All right.
Jason is in the call,
I
but
am
sounds
going-
like shit, and his mic is constantly on, picking up everything.
Yep.
It is gonna be really funny because when you call him, you're gonna hear him like 5 feet behind you as well.
Great. So, I think this is a good moment. I think all 6 of you, actually 5 of you, 5 of you, because Bet hasn't met the team yet, and I think I want to like figure out 5 of you are in communication. I think like if there's anything you want to share at this moment, we have a scene with all of you on microphone right now. As I'm gonna while I'm gonna set up a wordless silhouette or a wordless vignette for what Bet is doing as you make your way to the water thing. There is a Dick guides you underneath the Ferris wheel, where like you find, like he shows you a rune and it is carved into the bottom of a Ferris wheel car. And you look at this rune and he shows you, and the 2 of you together like sneak underneath the Ferris wheel. There is like a second area where this rune is. He wipes it away. It is actually, he places the rune, the fabric rune on it. It absorbs, a thing opens, and there is like a one half of a circus magic ring set and a one half of a circus magic ring set and like a can of like gourmet fish roe. And Dick looks at this and goes like, I know who loves these. I know where the other ring is. And he runs off to the water trap because he's convinced.
Oh no.
He's convinced that the ring is at the bottom of the water trap. That's where you 2 find yourselves as the 5 of you are having communication.
Can I give you a quick picture of what the chatter is? Just
yes, please.
A quick snapshot of what the chatter is like on the way down to the tunnel initially. Yeah, because I'm like 18 or 19 years old in approximately the year 2026. I think around when I started forming memories, I saw the show Hannibal premiere for the first time. So I'm really just into true crime, and that's why that's really why I'm so glad that you brought me along for this. It's so interesting.
Have you seen Pushing Daisies? You know.
I love him. I love him. I don't know what to say. I love him.
I love him so much. Jeff?
Yes?
Map question.
Yes.
What is the sight lines between the animal's tent
I think
and
if
the
you're
water
going
show?
along the side, you would see them run from the Ferris wheel to the water show. I think you can be outside and see that. And see, I think you see specifically Dick Grayson, you see like a guy and a girl running, and you see Steph, not to reveal what's going to come out in a moment, but you see somebody carrying an unfortunately familiar ring in their hand, running for water.
Yep. I want to make sure that we have this conversation scene, but I wanted to set that up because
the 5 of you are
Steph is going to interrupt whatever she says and go, "Oh fuck!" But
yep. Okay, that's our segue out of the scene. Conversation scene, and then we'll decide if we want to take a break or keep pushing, but conversation scene.
Cool.
This is Oracle here, connecting with all the Robins on duty. Can I get a roll call, please?
Hey, Robin number 1 here. Pow, 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 pow. Okay. So normally when we do the roll call, you're new on the roll call. Normally when we do the roll call, I say Robin number 1 because I'm the kind of the big guy Robin in charge and everything. And I will give like a nice little sound effect. Okay, Robin number 2, passing over to you. And I think that's when he passes over to Tim. He like waits for Tim to give like the usual like roll call they usually do.
Robin number 2. passing it over to 3.
Not a Robin and a spoiler. This is better than the Shakespeare, at least.
Oh, spoiler. Hello. Hi again, Oracle. Good to see you again.
Hi, Oracle.
And I have jacked in Jason Todd.
I mean,
Sorry,
you didn't.
I have jacked in the Phantasm.
The dead
Are-
guy?
Wait, whoa, wait, a dead person?
We fucking met, you assholes.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm so
Imagine
used to
that
seeing
coming
you
in
as
at,
like
like-
obituary. It's just anyway. Sorry.
Nope, sorry, nope. We get it.
All right. I know I'm here for Tony Zuko. And I brought the Phantasm with me to handle that situation. You all seem to be here on an extracurricular activity. Is that correct?
I actually came on my own because a dead guy invaded my apartment and said that they were gonna kill somebody here.
Oh shit,
Okay.
Boston Brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a tip off about him. Okay, that's good to know.
So I assume that has to do with my guy. Right? That math makes sense to me.
Maybe, but we just Robin number two and I just talked to the crocodile man in the sideshows, and he was saying it may not be mob related, which kind of leads me to believe that it might be mob related, but also
Mhm.
like there's some internal circus politics shit happening here, so
Mhm.
like 50-50 chance, you know what I mean?
Okay. No, totally.
Well, and I've already got tapped wires from Powers and Zuko, or at least attempted phone calls from Zuko to Powers. Which
Say more on that, because
he tried to call Powers 17 times in 3 days, and there was no pickup, and then he just never called again. So
okay, the Powers traditionally do not fuck with other crime families. They're like the one family in Gotham who does not fuck with other crime families.
Right.
So
Well,
that
That's pretty important.
But you know what? That might explain why the Maronis are pissed off at Zuko.
right.
If Zuko is fucking around with Powers, then
Jason, you seem like you have something to say.
Babs, you see Jason like shift from foot to foot when Steph says why the Maronis are mad.
speak up, boy. Come on.
Yeah, I think I'm the reason the Maronis are mad. I don't think that's a circus thing.
What's your business?
Oh, I mean, I stole a bunch of guns and cocaine from them.
Okay.
oh
So-
shit, nice.
Okay.
Do you still have the cocaine?
No, it's at Jason Blood's apartment.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Yeah,
Well,
he kind of. I mean,
Wait, whoa,
he's-
whoa.
No names when we're on the mics, everybody.
Quickly rewind that. You stashed where and what with who?
yeah, Mr. Blood lets me keep stuff at his apartment.
He doesn't make stuff in his apartment.
The TikTok
mean, it
influencer
just
Jason
kinda-
Blood. Yes.
It's hard to find somewhere to put cocaine in Gotham City where people aren't gonna do it.
Sub trade. Cool. I'll talk to him later.
Okay.
No, but
all
that
right.
is good to know. That is good to know. That is good to know. I guess I should talk about why I'm here, since we're all sharing notes. I'm here for the same reason Oracle is here.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a lie. You sound suspicious right now, but technically I'm on your call. You are in charge here, so sure.
Okay. The reason why I'm kind of being a little catty about this, because this is kind of a
Mhm.
direct job from the big
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
I'm doing something directly from him.
That
I'm supposed to be investigating the Powers because they have some information of certain things that I've been looking into along with him.
okay.
Things that aren't, I wouldn't say normally tied to what you guys are doing. Very freaky weird shit, but you know what? We're great at freaky weird shit.
We got
We are
There's a lot
great
of
at
you
freaky
freaks
weird
here.
shit.
Okay. Okay, you can't see me doing it right now. I'm doing a quotation marks.
yeah, okay.
What would you say about a secret cult of predatory birds?
I'd say sure. Why not, man?
This city's already so goddamn weird.
Like actual birds.
No, not actual birds. More like they took the metaphor of a bird, then everything that it represents, and decided to twist its ideologies into their own thinking and ways to further enhance their own ideals and motivations in controlling the rich and wealthy that are sitting underneath Gotham City and hopefully keep themselves safe for whatever big, gigantic uprising that will eventually turn this city upside down as the weird is slowly breaching through the barrier of the normalcy into this world. The light is becoming the dark is becoming the light. We are no longer breaching in the shadows, people. We are in the twilight.
I think Steph does not say this out loud, but she kind of internally goes, "Oh, so the opposite of the Robbins."
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
All right. That sounds closer to stuff I like. I like it when there's a big group and then I can handle the group. Okay. So, Court of Owls, you are sorry, you didn't say that. So a mysterious group of predatory birds dealing with the powers who Tony Zuko tried to call 17 times and did not get through to. Tony Zuko is here, tried to pull a hit on CC Haley and failed. There is potentially some weird shit happening at the circus.
And
There's also a dead acrobat.
As you have laid all of this out is when, Steph, you see a kid with a ring and a girl walk by through a water source. You have seen this once before.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, that is not good. My fucked up father is rearing his ugly head again. I gotta go. And she, doesn't, leave the call, but she sprints.
Oh.
You get there just in time to watch Dick swan dive effortlessly into the water, tossing a can of roe off to a gill girl who jumps up to the water, grabs it, and sits next to Bet. He's so hot. He's so dreamy is the thing. Hi, I'm Nina, by the way.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Have you seen like a girl around here, by the way? Like a baseball? Like she looks like she'd play baseball, but doesn't really play it that well.
I think Steph hits the water at that moment.
She answers you and's like, "Oh, the rich girl. Yeah, the Graysons were bringing her in to do auditions. I think they said that she had potential to be an acrobat, so they wanted to bring her in for auditions. I don't know what happened from there, but I've definitely seen her around. Bad vibes."
That's not suspicious or anything.
Steph, as you jump into the water, you know this trap, and I'm going to ask you to explain how, so that you are able to guide Dick away from several underwater arrows that dash in his direction as he grabs the ring and pulls it out of the water.
My fucking father, Clue Master, the knockoff Riddler, had a bunch of... I was going through his shitty garage with all his shitty plans for his shitty fucking traps. And he had a bunch of, really weird ones, including, one where you had to pick up a ring from the bottom of a pool for some reason. Who's fucking... what was... Now, apparently, this was what he was going to do with it, or someone was using a similar idea in some capacity, but at the time I was looking at it going, "Dad, what the fuck are you doing with this?" And now I'm like, oh shit, doing all of that research into how to thwart his shitty traps is actually paying off right now.
And you're explaining all of this, and Dick is looking at these two rings. First off, effortlessly links them together in the magic trick style.
We're out of the water at this point too, right?
Razzle dazzle. Oh yeah, razzle dazzle. Unhooks them, hooks them again, and goes wait, so this was a trap built by a guy? Because I had heard that this was off a, and he kind of shows you the rune. He's like, this is a prophecy that I was tipped in. What are you saying, that that someone built a prophecy for me to chase after?
So the thing about my dad is that he was also kind of fucking around with some shitty prophecies that are maybe kind of mid, early millennium knockoffs. So it's possible anything really to do with my dad, but I already had seen it, so I was like, let me just...
Oh, I forgot. Actually,
wait, really, a prophecy?
This was a thing I think this was a clue I was gonna throw in. Tim.
Yes.
And this adds to the shitty dad of it. You've seen that rune before, used in an ARG that you took part in several years ago.
Oh my
Did
god.
my dad rip off another shitty ARG? I can't stand this man. I am gonna go kick his fucking ass. I'm gonna go to Blackgate and I'm gonna fucking kick his ass. Jesus.
Bet, how are you reacting to all of this?
There is way more happening at this stupid fucking circus than I ever realized. I think Bet honestly might like sort of like whisper to herself like, can't do this in front of the cute boy, have to go, have to run, can't do this in front of and goes off to change.
I think as you run off,
Steph
you do
is
hear.
also still civvies.
As you run off, you do hear, "Thank you for thinking I'm cute."
What was the rune associated with in the ARG?
It was a trailhead. Like it was the start of an ARG path. Like it was like the opening rune, and then you applied it to a puzzle, and that opened a box to take you to the next clue. Very similar.
So exactly what my dad did at Christmas.
Yes, it
like
is.
A fucking asshole.
Yes, correct. That is correct. And
Okay,
so like it was, and like it was. You remember the thing about the ARG was like it presented itself as there is a prophecy where someone is going to do a remarkably important thing at the end of it. Like it was like a one true savior prophecy kind of John.
Right. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Man, can your dad like? He's got to go to jail at some point for like copyright infringement, right? Like,
We'll add it to the list of the charges he's already facing.
yeah. And then Tim looks and realizes Nina Mazurki is in the tank and is like, "Oh my god, there's a fish person."
Actually, it's a pretty actually normal genetic condition. This one's actually not supernatural. Really, I think they recruited me by mistake because they did say they were looking for people that were supernatural, and when I explained that like this was really sort of a genetic thing, they actually seemed pretty disappointed.
So you're not like Atlantean or anything?
No. Just I mean, I would love to be. It would be cool to be like, a magical girl or whatever, but like just a kid with a skin condition that loves playing in the water. That nice couple came and they said like, "Oh, we can hook you up with the circus and give you free reign at the water." And then, eventually they were like, "Hey, are you magical?" Kind of the same thing that you did. And I said no, and they were pretty disappointed. It seemed like they were pretty specifically looking to gather supernatural things here, but they let me continue to work here, and it's a great way to spend my weekends. So it's also, I've made some friends. It's been really nice.
Do you live in this on the mic?
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't hung up.
Robin,
Yeah, no,
can you push on the couples thing? Who is the couple?
Which couple are you talking about?
the couple that's been recruiting all the acts, the ones that have been running the school, the nice older couple, the Graysons.
Oh, the Graysons, yes.
Yeah,
we
they
heard about them.
Yeah, the ones, hold on. Actually, this is important. This is a really important thing.
Thank you, Robin, too.
They pulled up, they pulled, the ones in the nice green Thunderbird, like the nice older couple. The nice older couple.
Nick is still here.
I think Dick is like kind of sitting is like, yeah, my parents, they come up, they've been driving around kind of recruiting things. Bet, I think you're back in costume if you would like to be.
Yeah. Bet is in costume. I don't know if she would make her appearance now.
Okay, yeah. You decide when you want to make your appearance. I had to say a thing to make Jacqueline make a reaction though.
I think Steph is like texting the like frog app, like in like connecting the dots of what like Waylon said about the Graysons, so that after Dick said my parents, she went, I am not going to say any of this stuff that Waylon said to us out loud about them.
What are you texting? Like, talk to me about what you're all texting.
I am texting about what Waylon said about the toxicity that started after the Graysons took over. The fact that Boston Brand was part of the old guard, and that he seemed happy enough to go back to the opening act, but there is a thought that maybe his death had something to do with actual circus politics as opposed to the mob shit, and sort of the way that all of the acrobats are kind of the environment that's being
the environment is
pushed by
changing
the Graysons.
Yeah,
How the environment is changing. And also, I think Waylon told us that the Graysons started 2 years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and I think that she will also say that. She didn't hear the thing that Zane said about things starting to get weird when the Graysons arrived, but she is going to say that that they arrived 2 years ago, and someone else can put those pieces together.
I think as soon as you mentioned the 2 years ago, you get like a sudden wall of text from Duke. It's not like a paragraph wall of text. It's actually
I'm really excited because I think a few things are going to connect, and I'm going to see a few players pipe in with their clues all at once.
Yeah, it's like a bullet pointed outline that shows, hey, by the way, guys, did you know? And there's like various like links to various news articles going back to even 6 years ago about how the Graysons have been going from circus to circus to circus. Like, and every time that the circus they have been to, things have just gotten buck wild, or they have been having a bad reputation. The last transfer they had was exactly 2 years ago from a circus in San Francisco, right before they came back to Gotham.
And 2 years ago in San Francisco, and I think that I think Batgirl
That
makes
can
her,
be looking over Steph's shoulder if that helps.
yeah. I think that Bet is looking over Steph's shoulder, and I think like walks out and is like,
Oh.
Here are the No, that's not what she would do. She's gonna run straight for the Graysons. She's gonna go back to the big top of when she like looks over the shoulder, gets information, and just runs to find the Flying Graysons.
Steph and Tim, you see Bet in costume take off running. Dick looks very confused. And I think as this is happening, go ahead, describe that, and then we'll say I want to show Duke what he's finding in Powers' office. But tell me what you're doing.
I think Steph is going to kind of say, "I'm gonna follow that. Should Robin follow the ARG? I guess." I've lost my accent. I'm gonna follow that. Robin, you do what you want.
Yes! Oh, I can do what I want.
So I think like Dick does have a moment of like pausing and then looking at you and going like, so we're still gonna solve this even if we know that it's not like an actual prophecy though, right?
Right. Yeah. Like
that's still because the thing was both of these puzzles were sick as hell.
Yeah.
And like I'm vibing with you that I think we could get really into these puzzles. Like, just hear me out.
We should do an escape room.
Dude, that I've been saying for months that we should do an escape room. Everybody in the circus is like, I don't want to do an escape room. My whole thing is
we're gonna do an escape room. We're gonna have a great time.
We've known each other for about 2 sentences, but we are doing a fucking escape room and we are going to obliterate it. Hi, I'm Dick, by the way.
I'm Tim. It's so good to meet you.
So good to meet you.
Code names in the field. Code names.
Listen, guys. This guy has crazy aura.
I get it. No, I get it. Code names in the field.
Use the code. We do the call signs at the beginning for this reason.
I have a question actually about that.
Yeah.
So
I have a question in character. Jeez.
Do I call myself Robin number 2 or am I just Robin?
This is a clerical thing for y'all to figure out. This has to go to Robin 1.
What? Okay, look. I think it's a question I've been
Can we talk about it later when we've done the shit we're here to do?
Let Robin 1 cook. Hold on. Let Robin 1 cook.
You know what? Okay, first of all, we can talk about this later. Second of all, Robin number 2, you're not allowed to do whatever you want. Disregard whatever she just told you. Please check in with myself or Babs. Thank you.
Damn it.
Hey, Robin 1.
No, I really
You
want
open
to
for
know
some
about the end of the
criticism?
AIG. Come on.
We're not gonna do. So I'm hearing over this. I'm hearing over what I'm presuming to be some sort of secret communication app that we're not doing the ARG. I don't want to get in your way, but like, we could probably knock it
So
out
we
pretty
should give
quick.
out code names even when we're not wearing masks. That's what you want.
No, some of them are in costume. You are fine.
As this
Put your
conversation
phone
is
on
happening,
speakerphone, Jason.
as this conversation is happening, Duke, you are in Tina Powers' office, and I think what has happened is like you're on top of it, and you watch Tina walk over to Haley's office and like step into the trailer.
I think as soon as she walks out of the office, he does that thing where he reaches his hand down to stop the door from closing, and then does like a little flip from up top and swings into the office, lands on the floor, closes the door behind him. Quiet in here. Here we go. The scene of the crime. Well, not really the crime, more like the scene of a lot of clues. Someone who is in charge and has connections with very obvious, totally not vampires. It doesn't matter what Batman says. I am right. Jason Blood is much better at this than him, but that's a conversation I'm going to have to talk to him about later. As he's talking to himself, as he's starting to go through these.
You flip through files. It's a lot of like detailed things. It's a lot of detailed things on the various profiles of the various people at the circus, right? And you can see that like Boston file has a big stamp that says like retired, stamped, and you can see that it's like acrobat over 2 years ago, and like it's all normal people until 2 years ago. Then suddenly it's Nina. Then suddenly it's Waylon. Then suddenly it's an entire employee profile for Bobo T. Chimp. And you see that like all of these supernatural things start around 2 years ago. And when you find the Graysons file, sure enough, they are almost instantaneously the first name on that list before all of the signings turn supernatural. You're poking around. You find there are documents. I think you find written documents that are older than they should be, that all have the exact same handwriting. You find photos of Tina Powers standing next to a very young CC Haley on next to his employee file, and she looks the same. You find a lot of evidence that Tina Powers and the Powers family are Court of Owls. And you find, as you look, once you find that, you start looking at some of these other files, right? You look at Boston's file, and it says candidate, and like there's this one text field that says like candidate, no, values life too much, do not keep as trainer, do not transition into Talon.
Oh my God.
And you see various other acrobats that say things like prime candidate for Talon training, transition. You find a very recent one that says, you're flipping, you find a very, very recent one. You see a bunch of recent ones that are all like various teenagers. You know, bowling champions, things like that. Some of them say like, not good fit, release into the wild. You find Leandra Luthor's prime candidate, transition into Talon program immediately. You find these various files. And then you see the Graysons. And it says like prime opportunity, new training program, radical ideas, strong opportunity to expand our operations. And there is a cocktail napkin that was seemingly taken from their dressing room. And on it is a piece of text, which I will drop into our group chat. And it says, and you can read, I will read this, and we can say, you can decide if you're letting the others know that it's here. It says, Urjab Javar Akif, Javishi Javaric Savar. It is old text in an ancient language that you do not speak. Maybe you speak it. I will say, like, do you think that in your trivia mastery you may have, like, maybe not picked up fluency in a language, but maybe you've come to recognize various ancient languages? Is that a skill you think
totally.
Duke has?
100%, because in all of his trivia knowledge, like I said, he's been leaning hard on the supernatural. And so he's been trying to see if Tobin's spirit guide is a real thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's why because of that, in his quest to see if Tobin's spirit guide is a real thing, he's been studying up on ancient Sumerian.
So what's really fun is that every time I get to say a sentence and watch somebody's face react, 'cause
Yeah.
I know who's about to react. This is ancient Moravian.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Buddy. Oh boy, this is old language. Baravian. European.
Excuse me, is your comm still on?
The comms are on, but you hear him mumbling like under his breath, like, okay, ancient Baravian. This is
Bravian?
old. Really old.
Hi, Robin 1, Bravian?
Sorry, it was still on. Okay.
That's good. I know. I've been studying ancient Bravian.
Ancient. Really?
Yes.
Like a hobby or something?
A college thesis, which I assume is several years away for you, and a blip in the eye of the rest of the kids here.
Actually, I am in my second year.
Oh, well, never mind. Hold on. Then maybe we should hang out sometime. But we can talk about that later.
Right. Yeah. Right. Ancient Moravian. Okay. What do you know about this phrase? And he repeats it.
Yep.
Back.
Urjab Javarakif Javisi Javaric Savar. I am going to DM Riley the translation.
Yeah. There are pieces that
as you get that translation, can you read the translation as we cut to Bet and Steph running into the Graysons? Because I want to set up what the big set piece is as you see the thing, because I think that's going to be our big climax moment, is all of you rushing into action. Bet, as you run in, you see the big top. You see what was his name? What was the evil Talon guy's name? What was Calvin? You see Calvin, the guy that was yelling earlier, the one that was the most fear-inducing of the group, standing at the top of like the high rise, about to do a flip. You look around and you see runes have been carved all along the wood of the big top.
No.
You see the Grayson standing, arms crossed, focused, dead set on what is about to happen as he is about to make this leap. As that is happening, Jason, as you are the one that is the most outside, you see Tony Zuko walk
Oh yeah, this guy's also here.
effortlessly past the midway, up along the side of the big top. You watch him heading straight for CC Haley's office.
I think we get like Babs is trying to translate this thing, and Jason is like tugging on her hoodie, like Babs, Babs, Babs.
Yes. What?
He just points.
Zuko is making a move. Babs, do you want to translate this thing?
He who wields fear wields the flame.
He who wields. Oh, fudge. This is bad. This is bad. I think he like turns around and tries to bust his way out of the office.
I think it works effortlessly. It works pretty effortlessly. It's a pretty busted door.
He busts his way out of the office and looks around to see where Babs is at.
I'm over by Danny the 10.
I think you see Jason first because he is sprinting after Zuko in your direction.
Babs was like, go do some phantasm shit. I'll pick you up later.
Jason has slapped the mask on and is sprinting after Zuko. And he sees you come out and he's like, hey, Maroni!
Zuko hears, it's so funny that that's the thing you said, because Duke, you're seeing him head on. You're seeing from behind. You see his face go white as a ghost. You hear him say, you hear Maroni. He hears Maroni. This is a man that from context, you piece together, was the drug and gun runner was one of the drug and gun runners until a punk ass kid in a ghost mask busted a major shipment, and the Maronis said, you need to make up X amount of money fucking immediately. So they have been leaning on him, and he's been ducking their calls. So he just heard someone yell Maroni, and he's like, I'm dead. I'm about to get killed. The Maronis have found me. As he turns around, sees the ghost mask, reaches for the gun, and goes, you motherfucker.
I think at that point, is Duke looks and sees Zuko about to pull something out. I think he reaches behind him and he pulls out a nice little R-shaped R-shaped orang. Yeah, we're calling it an R-shaped orang, and he flings it at Zuko's hand.
You catch him in the hand. He comes up. He's got the R sticking out of it. Motherfucker!
Hey, language in front of the kids, guys.
And then Tim here is in earshot of this and is like, oh, okay, that sounds like business. Hey, it was really great to meet you, Dick.
Yeah, it was really great. This is actually terrifying. I'm gonna go back and check on my parents. I don't like that there are people with guns out.
I gotta go. It's all good. I'll see you later. And we touch phones and share contact information, and then we leave. And then we see Tim gun around the corner and do a super low effort, just grabs a domino mask out of
slap it on, spirit gummed up already.
Yeah, and just dons the hood of Robin and just rounds the corner from the other side of the water show.
You round the corner and you see Jason drop kick this man.
He goes.
Oh my
you see a guy in a skull mask drop kick Tony.
He goes hard. He knocks into the corner of the trailer. The trailer spins. The door flips open, and Cece Haley tumbles out of it.
Oh my god!
Damn! Did y'all see that? That was some fucking Looney Tunes bullshit. I didn't know I could fucking do that.
Ow!
I think
Cece Haley hurt his arm. Jeff didn't hurt his arm. Cece Haley hurt his arm.
Yeah, and you see Tim go over to Cece Haley and he's like, "Sir, are you okay?"
All right, now you have 2 circus visits worth of free cotton candy. To be clear, you, and he points at Duke, have 1 because you have now eaten cotton candy. I'm so I don't mean to be rude about it. I gotta make a profit. I don't think you have had cotton candy, so that's 2. Everybody here gets 2.
Okay, I'll worry about that later. Robin number 2, keep an eye on Cece Haley. But as soon as you're done, join me in the big top. We have some serious stuff going on. And I think he turns and runs towards the big top. And he's reaching on the comms to Oracle. Are you at the big top? Are you going to the big top right now?
It seems like a lot of you are going there. Do you need an extra hand there, or is there something else that you need me doing?
Right now, I need you to make sure whatever is going down at the big top, I just need you to be ready to stop whatever is going down at the big top. I just need an extra hand over there.
Good. On my way.
Babs, you are outside. Steph, Bet. Okay, so Jason and Tim are with Tony.
Yeah.
Babs is outside of Danny the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Duke, Steph, and Bet are all in the big top. Here's what you're all seeing as shit gets real.
Steph has managed to go mask on, but I think is still otherwise
full mask, but in 2006, looking Lizzie McGuire outfit.
It's Old Navy down below, but Gotham Vigilante up top.
Yeah, obviously. Come on, man. I was in a rush, okay?
You have a purple baseball hat that you've got pulled backwards.
Duke looks over at you. He's like, do you want a cloak or something? I got one in my bag.
What is it going to help? Everyone's seen me already.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Babs.
Mm-hmm.
Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Jason.
Mm-hmm.
You see a star outside shine brightly. Through all the light pollution of Gotham, a single star shines brightly.
Not fucking good.
And shines brighter and brighter and brighter.
Through the light pollution and the hole in the sky?
And the hole in the sky. There is an
Yes, so
object,
good.
there is a star that is glowing, and it is glowing brighter, and something is coming from the sky to this location.
I have researched enough about asteroids to know this is bad.
Yeah. I will say.
Duke, Steph, Bet, Calvin is at the top of this. The Graysons are looking so proud. Like all of their problems have been resolved. They are looking like this is the most important moment of their lives. They are watching Calvin about to do an impossible stunt. And there's a moment where you see Mary Grayson like pause and go like, where was the, like, lean over to John, and I think you hear her a mutter. I'll decide who, I don't know who you want to hear this, but her mutter, where was the gunfire? He was supposed to kill them by now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Once we have the flame, it'll be fine. And he goes up. Babs, as you're watching this, think about that. Something about that phrase stands out to you. Something about this prophecy stands out to you. Something connects. There's something connects to the work that you've been doing.
Yeah. The common slang concept at the time, to wield an emotion in ancient Moravian means to control it or to overcome it. So to control fear. What color is the star, Jeff?
Calvin is on top of the big top.
Oh.
Calvin is on top of the big top.
No.
Calvin is on top of the big top. And he steps up. Riley, can you move to the left on the Miro board to an empty space for when I drop in the secret deliverable?
Yeah, I got an empty
The secret
space.
thing.
Is right here.
Great.
Right here is the secret space. Big
Okay,
circle.
great. Let me make sure that I'm in front of it for when I drop in the secret deliverable.
Oh.
Does Phantasm have a gun?
Does Phantasm have a gun?
He might have a gun. He definitely has a knife.
Calvin is on top of the thing. He rears back. He starts to leap. He flies into the sky. Babs, Jason, Tim, are you staying where you're at, or are you heading into the big top? The light in the sky is getting closer and closer, and
I know what Steph is gonna do.
All right,
I know what that's gonna do too.
Okay.
It's coming down from the sky. Is he on top of the big top, or he's inside?
He's inside the big top, on top of the high rise, like the platform. I don't know the exact name of the circus platform, but like where you do the big dramatic acrobatic jump from.
Jason is probably going in. I would say he probably is like ensured that Zuko is unconscious and
Zuko is out. Zuko is out like a light.
like yanked his gun. Probably.
Steph is going to yell, "Dick!" like at the top of her voice to see if that gets the Graysons to startle.
That startles them immediately with a, like, again, they turn white as a ghost because they just heard a name that they did not think they would ever hear again.
Yep. Whoa.
Again?
What? No!
What do you mean again?
I look around. Do I see him?
Dick like steps up and kind of like walks up a little confused and goes like, "Hey, what's up? You were calling for me?" I was gonna watch him do the trick.
Oh my god.
I think
Jeff, I'm going to kill you. I need you to know.
That's fair.
Hand on Dick's shoulder. Like, can it be that at the doorway?
Yeah.
Like that, like hand on Dick's shoulder, and he's just like, "Hey, I think we need to talk."
Dick is like, "Can't wait until after the Calvin is screaming down like, "I'm gonna do my trick!" And you see Raymond, the other guy, come out with a knife and like I think run in your direction. Because now there's a distraction that is stopping him from his big moment as the top of the big top starts to burn away.
Yeah. Jeff?
Yeah.
Is an object about to fly down through the big top?
Yes. into the center of the big top, sure.
So I think that using her game sense, using the instinct and intuition of a pro athlete to be, Bet pulls a baseball out of her pocket, pulls her bat out, and cracks one right at whatever's flying down to knock it way off course.
It flies way off course. and the room erupts in the color of fire. A fireball has entered the room. Calvin stands and points at it and is like, this is my chance. And like, as he starts to jump, the thing gets knocked away and he jumps and the fire flies past him and you see him burn. His face is burned. His chest is burned. He's going to have a long hospital stay. But if that fireball hit him, he would have been incinerated in a moment. In a in an inferno of emerald green fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fireball bounces from thing. And what you see is that the edges of the big top, it hits the edge and a rune lights up and it bounces back and forth. They have constructed a containment chamber that has drawn this fireball of green fire into this space. And it is bouncing around. Each of these runes is containing it. And like, it seems like this is a fireball that was drawn from magical power. From like it was drawn to a place of great supernatural potential. And it is bouncing around. And I think you hear them scream, "You ruined it!" And Dick turns his head and and they're yelling not at you, Six. They're yelling at Dick that he ruined it. He ruined their plan. And as he turns, the fireball strikes him dead on. And the fire engulfs him. And suddenly, there is a massive human-sized fireball. And it does not dissipate. And it does not go away, but it lingers. And it lifts into the sky. And it starts bouncing around in the same way. And at first, it is chaos. At first, it is a fireball blasting. And you feel, I think, before it starts bouncing, you feel a rumbling. And you hear an exchange. You hear a rumbling. And I think I have to throw this to Babs or Duke or somebody. You hear a rumbling and a voice utters, "Do you wield your fear?" And Dick is like looking around, not scared, but confused. Does anybody yell anything or say anything to him?
Jason goes, "Fucking yeah!"
And he smiles and he's like, "Yeah, I guess." And that's when the fireball starts bouncing. And that's when the fireball starts crashing into these magical barriers and bouncing. And then suddenly, it's not bouncing. It's not a pinball. It's pirouetting. It's twirling. The fireball is ballet moving through the sky. And suddenly, it's not a fireball. It is tightening around a human figure. And the fire is burning on all sides. And slowly, the fire starts not appearing as flame, but as like tendon and like like skin. And like it starts becoming almost a coating. And it is happening, and it is happening, and suddenly it is dancing, and it is dancing, and it is dancing, and all in an instant, Dick Grayson is standing before you.
Fuck yes!
Let's
Oh my god!
Oh my
God!
Look at that hurt ass.
Kaylee really knocked this out of the park, and I didn't mention that in the Kaylee, you're watching this. I didn't mention that in the thing, but like I see the ass, and damn it, I appreciate it.
What's good?
Let's fucking go, Kaylee. Let's go.
Really incredible attention to detail. And he
As a pear-shaped AMAB, I approve.
Yeah.
and he lands, and he's looking at this, and I think like there's a moment. And it's not a great moment, but it's a moment where the Graysons, like, as he's coming down, and this does not seem to be him still. The fire is still, this is still the fire. The Graysons run. One of them pulls a gun. 2 piles of green ash in an instant.
Okay, look, sometimes we can't save Dick Grayson's parents, okay?
And he's looking.
Sometimes the parents have bad vibes.
Sometimes
They had bad
Vibes.
vibes. They had bad vibes. They had it coming.
And he's looking at his hands, and he's looking at the ring that is on his finger. And suddenly there's a flash of light in front of him, and you see what I can only describe as a person being told the infinite nature of the universe in an instant, as his eyes go wide. And he's blank. He is blank. And he just sits and he looks at all 6 of you, and I will ask each of the 6 of you for an answer to this question. It says I have to go with them. Should I?
No. Don't go anywhere. You do not. You are in too troubled a place to go somewhere right now.
Okay,
Barbara Gordon, who does not believe in who does not buy into all this supernatural shit, who does not buy into the weird shit, and is deeply perturbed about some shit is happening to this guy, and he needs help. He needs an adult to talk to him.
And he's sitting. Then noted. Duke, yes or no? Should he go?
Duke looks at Dick like, okay, to be honest, me, I would go. But you literally just found out you died and then you came back and now you have power from beyond the stars.
We don't even know if he's back.
I think
exactly.
he stands for a moment and you see another flash and he goes, "Oh no, I'm not. I didn't die. I think that the fire says that they were going to kill me. It wasn't that I was going to die, but the end of the I think Tim, I think you see this in shades of green, right? The thing flashes and you see this because of the interactions you had. You see I think that Tim and Bet, those are the 2 people, right? Tim and Bet. Bet, you see the Graysons plant a rune under the thing. Tim, you see them plant the water rings. You see these things and you see that at the end of it there would have been a guy with a knife. Would have been waiting in a back room at the end of this puzzle, tipped off by a psychic enforcer who was conveniently distracted because he was mad dogging another kid. Dick Grayson, the disappointment son that could not be turned into the warmonger that his parents wanted, would have been killed in a back room. Steph, you can even get a flash of a handoff of money from the Graysons in their green Thunderbird car to the Clue Master, and you see the pentagram map of Gotham in the background to give you an idea of timing. You see a handoff of money and a gesture towards a pool and a shrug. And he just stands and he goes I don't think I died. I think my parents wanted to kill me. And this thing says I can help people?
Well,
it says I can... Go ahead.
Here's what I think. The world is officially much bigger than what you think it is. You're pretty much living confirmation that there is intelligence far beyond us that we can't even comprehend. And they just gave you a power to, I don't know, turn evil people into ash. There's probably a whole lot more to it. But right now, you gotta learn how to use that stuff, though. So maybe it's a way to, I don't know, hang out around here, hang with us, and we can help you out and learn how to do the good stuff before you decide to take it out there beyond the stars.
Bet.
Listen, Wonder Boy. You're going through a lot right now, and I get it. Your family was weirdos, everyone around you kind of freaks. I totally get it, and now you're going through a lot of changes, and that's
Crocodile Man was
hard.
nice.
And that's really good. And it's really good to have a Crocodile Man around. But I think sometimes when all that starts to happen at once, it doesn't hurt to get out of town, maybe move across the country, see the world a little bit, feel out who you want to be. But Like maybe one kiss before you go.
And he like, I think there is you see it, and I think he doesn't even fully realize it, but like a hand quite literally like scoops you up, and like we get a twirling mid-air kiss before he sets you down, and is like, all right, that was pretty cool. I got to admit that was pretty neat. I don't know if that's a thing I can control, but that was cool and that was neat. Jason, what are your thoughts?
Jason looks at Dick and says, all right, listen, we haven't met. You and I don't know each other. As the only other kid here who had an attempt on my life by a parental figure and it succeeded, you don't gotta listen to me. You don't gotta listen to them. You don't gotta listen to that shitty ring. You have a license to do whatever the fuck you want to do with your life from now on.
Mm-hmm.
I like this guy. This guy's got good vibes. Fuck yeah. And he like throws up a middle finger, but like in a way that like both feels affectionate, but also kind of like your dad. Like if your dad were to try to be like punk rock.
Yeah.
Steph.
Who's they?
It's such an important question.
Who's telling you need to leave? Who's telling you to go?
I guess
Who's telling you have to go right now? I'm with Jason. Do what you want when you want to do it. If you decide that you want to go, but do it on your terms, not theirs.
Tim.
You have just unraveled the greatest conspiracy theory I have ever seen play out in real time.
It's pretty sick, right?
And I don't know how. I did a lot of research before this, and I think Maximilian Zeus is involved somehow. I can't pin it.
This isn't the first time. This is the first time they tied everything back to Maximilian Zeus. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
But,
they're gonna be right one day. Is the thing.
But a conspiracy is not something that you forge. It is not something that you just get to choose how all the pieces move together. You're not making a narrative. You're not creating a work of art. You are following the clues. You are seeing what lies before you and unearthing the truth. You need to follow where the truth goes. And what the truth means to you in this moment, whether that's discovering more about this new aspect of yourself or staying here and doing escape rooms, that's for you to decide.
And I think like he takes all of this in and he's floating and he looks at all of you and he looks at the ring and suddenly like it burns, all of the outfit burns away and he's in the same, he's in the same like one like unitard in sweatpants, right? Like he's clearly in the acrobatic outfit and sweatpants. That's what he's been wearing this whole time. But he still has the ring on his finger. And like he lands with the ring on his finger. And just like you hear a rumbling of like sufficient willpower has deemed a pause in the recruitment process. Such a request has never been issued. Such a request has never been asked. There will come a time when the ring activates, and when it does, you will depart. Until then, a replacement will be filed in your absence. And he looks at the ring and he's got that Dick Grayson shit-eating grin of just like, that's a pretty good deal. Honestly, for an otherworldly thing, kind of can't hate it.
What is its clerical process? How does it decide replacement?
And that replacement is a man named Kyle Rayner.
Elsewhere, a man is on a horribly bad date, and a woman is going like, "I think that you might be I think you might be fucking cursed," and then he's swept away.
It's the beginning of the Social Network. It's like people are gonna think
people are gonna fucking hate you, and then Kyle Rayner is blown away to fireball. I think like he's staring at this ring, and he's like, I mean. Eventually, it's going to call me away, though. And
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but until then, stick around with us.
I think like you hear a different voice from a different section say, You have been tasked with a mission, and you feel like the world is on your shoulders. And Dick kind of like stands up for a minute and is like, yeah, that actually is kind of exact. He's looking around. He's like, I don't know who said that, but yeah, that kind of is how I feel. And a voice that is very intimate, like very familiar to you, Duke, annoyingly familiar to Barbara, feels like a punch in the fucking mouth to Jason Todd. Bet this feels like it rattles in your bones in a way that is unnatural and uncomfortable. Tim and Steph, I'm not sure how you both react in this voice, actually.
This is just some guy.
This is some fucking guy.
This
Tim?
is just some fucking guy.
No. I know how Tim reacts to this. Tim?
Yeah.
Please.
I've listened to so many recordings of this man's voice in like shoddy like video recordings on phones. I know who this is.
And a shadow moves and just you hear, and you're feeling like there are a world of people that are suddenly relying on you and you alone. And Dick is like, well, actually universe, but who's counting? And Batman emerges from a shadow and like comes up and is like, and you I know how you feel. And he puts a hand on Dick's shoulder. I felt that way once too. And I think he looks at the people in this room. And for a long time, I thought I needed to handle this alone. And I think he looks at Duke specifically and then looks at Bab. So look at like the two of you like deep in the eyes and just says like, and I think I was wrong in that. You keep that ring on your hand. And between now and when it calls, if you need to talk, if you want to train, if you want guidance, if you want to help this turn into be ready for whenever this comes, flick of the fingers, business card, hands it to him. You give me a call. And as he walks,
Steph is looking at Jason.
Mm-hmm. Barbara is also
Jason-
standing by Jason. It was like kind of gone
Jason
over.
looks the maddest you've ever seen him, and you can't see his face, but you can see that his body language is just like locked up.
Hand
Yeah,
on
I
his
think-
shoulder. Absolutely.
You can feel.
I think-
Babs puts her hand on his shoulder. You can feel him physically shaking.
Yeah, I think Steph kind of steps closer to him too, because she's like kind of going, what the fuck?
and I think like walks up to Duke specifically. Duke walks up, looks at Duke and is like, we should find time to talk. I think looking around and like looks in the phantasms. I think like looks around the room, looks at Duke, looks at Barbara, looks at Steph, looks at Bet, looks at Tim, looks at the phantasm, and locks eyes with Duke and says, I think I would like to talk about changing some of the ways that I've been operating, and I think that you would be the person to talk to. Let's be in touch. And like Batman Ninja vanishes. And the 7 of you are left alone in a room, and Dick is just kind of standing staring at his ring.
I got pull Jason aside really quickly.
Yeah.
Just you good sport?
I'm
Fucking no, obviously.
yeah, no, fucking yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Is that
You don't have
okay?
to. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Steph,
Yeah.
who's not in the conversation, kind of folds her arms and goes, tuxedo mask ass. Walks in the room.
Mask ass.
Didn't do anything. My work here is done. What the fuck? Okay.
Jason Jason laughs, but it is the kind of laugh that is like veering catastrophically towards like, if I don't laugh, I'm gonna start crying right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Barb has like a is doing the like Batman with Ace and Batman Beyond thing, you know what I mean? Like just kind of standing next to him to be a presence situation and like hand on shoulder, and has flipped open her phone to text Helena, Bertinelli, and be like, you won't fucking believe what just happened.
I think Steph is also going to text
Yeah.
Helena Brinkley.
Yeah, sorry, the Birds of Prey group chat starts clicking.
Birds
Yeah.
of Prey group chat is going crazy.
I think Steph goes, so does anyone want to not be here anymore and like go get a milkshake or something?
I would fucking love that, honestly.
I would like to still talk with the chimpanzee, please.
We can talk with the chimpanzee.
I think
Yay!
I think while you guys are all kind of having your moments of like fuck Batman, fuck this, Duke is off to the side completely. And he looks like he's having some deep thoughts right now because he doesn't know what to do next at this point because he took this as a small thing and now Batman is turning it around and making it into something much bigger that he didn't expect it to be. So he's kind of like
Really, your relationship is changing in real time.
Our relationship is changing in real time, and this is the first time you guys feel completely separate from Duke.
I think
Duke. Oh, what?
I think Tim immediately catches Duke's energy shift in this moment, and just kind of sidesteps a lot of the other conversations and just goes, "Number one, what's going on, man?"
He wants to have a talk with me. He says he wants to change things up.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, that's good, but it's. I mean, I did this because it was the right thing to do, and because I wanted to make a difference, and I didn't think he'd notice it like this, and now he's noticing it like this, and whew, feeling a bit over my head.
Isn't that where we're supposed to be?
What do you mean?
We didn't do all this because it was logical, right? Like, no one necessarily goes, I'm dealing with a lot of, poverty in my area, and there's crime that's making the lives of other citizens in my neighborhood worse. Let's just put on outfits and go kick them. Right? Like, that's not... Most people don't think like that. What we're doing is a greater calling, Like, it's the grand scheme that's, like, unfolding in front of us. And we get to have a little bit of say in that. And yeah, sure, maybe the big man has his own ideas of how that's supposed to go, and maybe you got caught off-handed by that, but like that's a wonderful thing to be able to impact people's lives like this.
I think Duke kind of looks a little bit taken back at what Tim says, and he pats him on the shoulder. I was thinking about Red Robin for you.
I actually had a super sick name.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you think about, like... No, Red Robin's better.
Hold on. Let him
cook.
No, let him cook. Let him cook. I really want to hear it.
I think
I was gonna say Talon, but like,
I think
buddy,
that's what it is.
you know what? We're gonna have a talk later on of why. And you know what? When I give you that
so
talk, you're gonna...
wait. I have a question. So they were talking about predatory birds in the chat, and they were talking about eagles, and that has to go back to Maximilian Zeus, right?
No, actually, it's court of owls, and owl was the symbol of Athena, who is this Sister
The
of
daughter of Zeus.
Daughter of Zeus.
Let's. Okay, we're thinking. We're moving.
We're getting here. You know what? I got an idea. You start staking out Maxi Zeus's tower, and then I'll pick it out in a good spot that we can maybe get some coffee and get some sandwiches so we can stay there all day tomorrow.
I already know where. It's the Olympus building. We're there.
Can I talk to Bet Kane really quickly?
Yeah. We probably should.
Barbara comes over and puts 2 hands on your shoulders and turns you to face her. She's in their full suit with the helmet on right now.
Yeah.
And she goes like, "Hey,
Hi.
you're Bet fucking Kane.
Oh.
You are a #1 prospect for for the Gotham Griffins. You are a fantastic ball player. What the fuck are you doing out here? You gotta stay safe. We need you in 3 seasons. What the fuck are you doing here?" I saw you hit that ball. We need that kind of slugging. Your ops is crazy.
I think there is a hey. This girl saved my life tonight.
That's great. No, I'm glad. So much of my well-being is on her shoulders.
That puts her hands on your shoulders now, moves your hands, puts her hand on your shoulder, and says, "Listen, I really appreciate meeting a fan. How about tonight? I'll sign it from Batgirl. It's just kind of a code name I came up with.
That's fine. That's great. I love that name actually. I got alts, so that works."
And then I think she says, "Listen, I sort of came out here because I didn't realize there was," she gestures, like, all this mess in town. I sort of thought things would be like simple in Gotham.
Oh, honey.
I didn't really know that the ghosts and wizards were real.
The ghosts and wizards are kind of a major part of Gotham, yeah.
But
even I've noticed that, honestly.
hey, and I think she looks at Dick and says, "One last thing to you. If you," I think she says "There's a lot of stuff you can probably do now with what you have inside of you and what you've learned and what you're feeling. And all I can say is maybe you can learn to be a hero like I was tonight." And
he kind of looks over at the other Robins, and he's like, I got a pretty good starting place, I guess. And I think he kind of was and goes, but also there is one really important thing that I need to do beforehand. Partially because I wrote out a thing that I need to drop in here. Elsewhere at the circus. There is, I think there is a panic, but I think there is one man who is obviously inebriated, and he's got popcorn kernels in a box, and he's throwing them, and he's yelling, "Read my mind! What number am I thinking of?" And Tim, and as you and Dick and Ben are walking in, he's yelling, "Read my mind! Read my mind!" And we just hear, You're thinking of the number 137 and your wife is cheating on you. Have a nice day. Next in line, please." He looks, he's like, and you see the woman next to him go get super flustered and walk off, and he's like, baby, do we gotta talk?" He's just, "Yeah, well, next in line. I see a group. We can do group readings. Behold the marvelous power of Bobo, the psychic chimpanzee." He's got the deerstalker hat on.
Hello, Bobo. My name is Tim Drake. It's nice to meet you.
Here to talk about the Graysons and their murder plot and the prophecy and the mistranslation, are we?
I mean,
This fucking
guys,
guy.
I wanted to ask more questions about you, but I mean,
Well, I'll say this. You could assume that because the man was wearing an ID badge, he was here for a corporate event. His wife was wearing a fine ring and makeup, the kind of perfume you wouldn't really wear to an event with the olfactory experience of a circus, which implies that she was here to see someone more important and that she was more excited to see. You could see that, she clearly had an expectation that she was going to run into someone at the circus that did not match his professional demeanor. You could assume that something was happening on the sly. Or you could assume that I am some kind of psychic chimpanzee. Whatever you choose to believe is on you.
I
Question.
think you
Yeah.
just see Tim
Of course.
is just starry-eyed, seeing all of that Sherlock Holmesian logic unfold.
He's just got his little box of nuts and berries. And he's just
Guys, the
Question,
chip is
yes, of
talking.
course.
Yeah, question. Okay, you are a detective.
I have an observant eye, I would say.
We can't hire the chimpanzee.
Why not?
Why don't you let us have anything?
He's
fun?
working. He has a job. He
I mean,
has a
would that
job,
be
and
like-
frankly, he seems happy at it.
Would that be the weirdest thing that's happened tonight?
It would not be the
Busted
weirdest
him
thing.
out of
Why
here?
don't you just let me have this? Can you just let me have this?
How is he gonna have a secret identity?
Closing.
He's a chimpanzee in a detective hat. He doesn't need a secret identity. We can just call him Private Eye Primate. Yeah,
You know
we'll
what?
call him Private Eye Primate.
Actually, you know what? Maybe we don't need to keep talking after
I'm
this.
100% in with this plan.
Steph voice, not my circus, not my fucking monkey.
He's a chimpanzee.
I'm
Stephanie.
It is technically a separate distinction to be clear.
Technically,
Thank you
all
for
apes
clarifying.
are taxonomically still monkeys because you can't evolve out of a clade. But we can talk
Get
about
his ass. Fuck him up.
it.
No one likes you. No one likes a person who tries to be the smartest person in the room. To be clear. Postscript. Hours
Tim
later.
cries and runs away.
Hours later, you have all departed.
Mm.
Walking amongst the wreckage, the burned up tent, we see one person walking.
I called an ambulance, by the way, for the guy who got on fire.
The ambulance has carried off Calvin Rose. Calvin Rose is quietly in his head swearing a lifelong vengeance against Dick Grayson that will surely never come up again.
Oh, sure not.
And
Definitely not.
Maria Powers is walking and looking at the wreckage of a good chunk of the circus. And it's like, well, we lost our teacher. We lost our new teacher. The training program seems unoccupied. I suppose time for a new plan. And she turns and there are 3 owls sitting on like a ledge. I suppose put me where there's going to be the most useful and we'll figure something else out. And you just hear, well, now how the hell's a crocodile man supposed to get a job if he gets fired from the circus? End of issue. Thank you all for playing with me.
Oh my god!
Yay.
Yippee.
Wait, important question. Do we all get milkshakes after?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Also important question. Did Bet ever find her teammate? Or was she
Yeah,
nowhere to be
Leandra
found?
Luther.
She's nowhere to be found. I think that I think there is a moment, and maybe I'll throw this to Duke and Bet to tell me how this maps out. There's probably a moment where you get the information that Leandra was transferred to something, a Talon program.
Yeah, I think if during the time when they're talking, as soon as Bet mentions why she was doing all this, Duke goes oh, by the way, then lets her know.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened.
Cool.
Thank
you.
Did you
Go
all
ahead.
have fun?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so much fun.
Did you all
This was
enjoy the
great.
mystery that unfolded?
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
extremely good.
Can I ask each of you if you have one favorite moment from play, either something that happened to you to happen to another player? Can we start with Jacqueline?
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. Spotlight on that amazing Tim Drake speech. That was just the Tim Drakeiest Tim Drake speech I ever heard. It made me smile so big and so happy at the end.
Yay!
Let's go over to. I lost my screen. Let's go over to Marn.
Fucking Barbara getting everybody on the comms for the first time made my heart light up in glee. I love the group chat is coming together on a conference call moment.
Very good.
Very, very good. Riley.
I'm stealing too. Yeah, Tim Drake speak fucking ruled. I love that a lot. I really loved Duke dapping up Cece Haley. Really
That was
fucking
crazy
got
cool.
me. It really got me. I didn't get to say to the scene, but Barbara absolutely was charmed by that and will be giving her number to Duke. Signal number for costumed conversation only, with a window to potential future.
Her business line.
Oh, this was amazing. Andre.
Oh, I think my favorite moment was Jacqueline making everybody's living everybody's fantasies and kissing Dick Grayson. That was peak. If you're in a game with Dick Grayson and you're not kissing him, you've lost.
You're fucking up.
The first moment, the minute you had that reaction, Jacqueline, and I was like, oh, I get to do notorious flirt Dick Grayson. Got it. I get to put that on the table. Really, really good stuff. Mac.
Absolutely. I mean, all of the above, and also Bet's immediate twirling her hair moment when she first sees Dick Grayson just being absolutely charming just knocked me flat. So good.
Wally.
Definitely, I gotta give it to Andre. I love that Tim speech. That was like everyone said it. That was the most Tim Drake speech could be ever uttered.
I love my
so
boy.
much. I love it so much.
For me, the moment, the consistent moment that hit that I was so happy about, as soon as I had the idea, which was partially I need to get this done in 3 hours thing, of like, I'm going to give you all a bunch of clues independently, and partially, the peel back the curtain. For me, that entire thing of like, everybody's going to get 2 clues that are going to come up in play, was so that I could give Riley, you've been doing research and you realized that when someone says to wield an emotion is to overcome that emotion, which ties into the like, every time I got to say something and watch somebody's face, there was a moment that didn't fully come up in play that I will read the clue out loud, but that really got me, that like, I gave Jacqueline a clue of like, your first outing as a vigilante was trailing Zuko. You followed him to Gotham Harbor. You spotted him meeting with a couple, a man and a woman in a green Thunderbird. So, like, the second I said Green Thunderbird, Jacqueline, I saw your face. You practically...
You gasped.
You juked the camera a little bit. You were legitimately like... I was like, that's what I'm going for.
I freaked the fuck out. It was so good.
But the moment for me that, like, that moment that hit the most, watching every time somebody had a reaction of like, oh, fuck, I have a thing. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, this connects to a thing. But the moment that it was for me was when Riley offhandedly said out loud, no, to wield fear is to overcome fear. Why would you want to overcome? And then you just watched a wave. You watched a wave hit the room. You just watched
that. As soon as they said that, my brain went, oh.
My heart rate sped up.
I just like
had a moment.
The meme of the cat just like going through space, like the problem.
I was my whole thing was like, I knew that, and truly the other behind the curtain was, Riley, when you introduced Haley Circus in the World's Finest Bump in the Night episode, you threw in like, there's a bunch of talons and a bunch of supernatural things, and I was like, how does this connect? And like, as I was thinking, like, what can happen to Dick Grayson that's fun? And I was like, oh, Green Lantern hits. He doesn't have fear. Great. And then it was all about, like, how do I make that moment? That moment to me was the culmination of the entire session, was like, all of you being in a place and all of you having the realization of like, oh, fuck, he's about to, oh, fuck, oh, no, oh, fuck. And then getting to, Shout out to Kaylee in the chat. I messaged her like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Hey, I'm working on a thing. Can I commission a drawing of Dick Grayson as the Green Lantern?" And she was like, "Yeah, dude, let's do it."
As some kind of flame bird.
I was like, lock it the fuck in. And so like getting to drop that into the thing was the best.
was so
This
sick.
was magic. This was wonderful.
I also loved when we all had the moment of, oh god, Dick Grayson is already dead.
Yeah.
There was a moment that I thought that happened, Doc, and I was like,
You know, you said a name they never thought they'd hear again, and I went, oh my god, he already died.
He's a ghost. Yeah.
the only
Fuck.
thing that I'm
I'm
like,
glad
I
that
wish I had
play
space
worked,
for
though.
this. I want to get to Danny the Tent so bad.
I'm so
It'd
sad
be
we didn't
so
get to see
bad.
Riley,
That
I'll
was a
write a
good
whole
quarrel.
other episode where we hang out in Danny the Tent.
we will get to Danny the Tent. That we
Also-
will, I promise you.
Barbara tells Cece Haley all this shit, by the way, about the Graysons.
Oh my god, I thought they were good people.
No, they weren't good people.
I mean,
They
Tina
weren't.
really leaned on me to hire him. That wasn't really my call.
I think it's like it's basically Duke and Babs like doing like, hey buddy, listen.
Have you thought about
Gotta
going
stop
independent?
hiring these
I think
people.
he's there's a real moment of like, I don't know if the circus life is for me. I don't know if the circus is what I thought it was
I
anymore.
think we just need to get you out from under the thumb of people. I'm sure that someone nearby might know like a benefactor of sorts.
You know what is a really good lucrative business coming around right now? Live professional wrestling shows. I think you should know.
Now hold on.
wrestling.
Have you
that's
thought about
it.
promoting?
Waylon pops around the corner. Now hold on now, because you know who would make a good wrestler?
Oh my god.
You know what's
A
a good
crocodile
wrestling
man?
gimmick? You got the
It's
crocodile
me,
man.
Flex Mentallo, and I am here to tell you about your life, your history.
With
If you
every-
look at these,
With every flex in my muscle, yeah. With every flex in my muscle, trigger some magic effect, yeah. You wanna feel fear? I got a flex for that. Yeah, you wanna feel joy? I got a flex for that. Yeah.
I texted my roommate to say Dick Grayson is now Green Lantern. No context, no anything. And he just sent back, in your podcast? Yes.
No, that just happened.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
that just happened.
Y'all,
That's just true now.
I have
Never mind the fact that
also
it's
need
Thursday.
some shit for Walk in the Sun stuff that I'm now like, whoa.
we got stuff on the table. We got a lot of toys on the table that I'm excited to play with. Y'all, thank you so much for this. This was everything that I wanted it to be as I was sitting down and writing this out and sending this to people. Real quick, we'll do like plugs, where people can find you, what you want to shout out. We will go in the exact opposite order. Wally, take us home.
Sup, y'all? I'm Wally. You can find me on the social medias at WALLE132, just like the cute little Disney robot where I talk about the things that I'm in, the things that I do, and the things that I love. So yeah, follow me there. You can just find, because I'm doing a lot of random things, so just stay in the loop of the things I do by following me there. Come check me out.
Let's go to Mac.
Hi, that's me. I'm Mac. You can find me on the internet at Citadel of Swords. That's Blue Sky, Tumblr. No, those are the only two places that I am at this point where I talk about random shit, including Steph. I love her very, very much.
Andre.
Hey, I'm Andre, pronouns are he, they. You can check me out at Andre Vera on social media and at my website, andrevera.art, where you can see a bunch of stuff I'm in, including, I'm going to shout out a show that I'm on for Flights of Fandom, where on Manapot Studios, I should say, where I'm in Streets of Gotham, where we all play.
I love Streets of Gotham so
henchmen
fucking
to-
much.
It's so fucking good. We all play henchmen to Batman villains. And my guy was originally an art director for the Riddler, and now he is a propagandist for Bane. So that's how my life ended up. You should definitely check it out. It's also on YouTube if you want to check it. Yeah.
Let's start to Riley.
Hi, I'm Riley. You can find me on Blue Sky at badfuckingpodcasts.com, where I make a bunch of bad fucking podcasts. I do Rat Tap, Friday Hopkins and Amazing Friends, which is another fan fiction actual play podcast. Episodes will come out of that, I promise you. There are there are 3 seasons being edited at this moment.
There's
But
a different Jason Todd in that.
with at least 2 different Jason's Todd. And that's really, you can find my games at linksmithgames.com, or my mother can go to hell.com, whichever you prefer. Fucking yeah, I love playing games
This
with my
rips.
friends.
This is amazing. I'm gonna save you for last because you can talk about this thing that we're doing right here. Jacqueline.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Swampert. If you want to find me just like on social media or whatever, you can go to swampert.tumblr.com. But for projects, check out my show on Wise Girls, the Percy Jackson reread thing that is gonna end in like 3 episodes. Or you can check out me and Marn on Posters in Crisis, where we read through all the DC Black Label comics. Or stay tuned for later this year / early next year when me, Mac, and many others, a big superhero wrestling project, Last Bastion Pro Wrestling, comes out.
Yeah, it's really coming, I promise.
It is.
I promise it's real.
It's so real.
Marn, talk to us about like what you got working on, including this podcast.
Yeah, hello, I'm Marn. I'm one of the 2 usual hosts of Batman Bump in the Night on the MP Comics feed, which you can find now at mp-comics.pinecast.co. I think it's .co.
You can find it at MP Podcast wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's our fanfiction Batman podcast where Batman fights Dracula, so there's a bunch of rowdy teens and they also fight Dracula sometimes. I also did the art I did the promo art, and I did the little map icons for our guys.
They're so cute.
I love them so much.
And I do a lot of other Bump in the Night art at my socials. Most of them you can find me at Corpse Revivers on basically every site, including Legion of Comics Geeks. And you can also hear me on the Interstitial Infinity season of Riley Hopkins and Their Amazing Friends, GMing and playing Alphonse Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist, and also Jason Todd and some other guys.
It's almost like you have an attachment to this Jason Todd character.
I know, it's really weird.
This Jason fella.
My name's Jeff Stormer. I am the Great Clown Pagliacci of Tabletop RPGs and Streams. You can find my work at jeffstormer.com. You can find this show wherever you get your podcasts. You can find my other show, Party of One, at partyofonepodcast.com. That is a 2-player tabletop. It is interview by way of actual play. I sit down with the guests one-on-one. We play a game. We tell a story. We have an experience. You can find the other show that I make on Moonshot, All My Fantasy Children, which is a love letter to tabletop storytelling where my best friend Aaron Catano Saez and I sit down and make fantasy characters based on listener prompts. Or you can follow me on social, where I make very good posts, primarily on Blue Sky at jeffstormer.gobirds.online. That is it for us, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. This has been everything that I wanted it to be and more. I could not be more pleased. I could not be more happy with my friends for coming out and hanging out with me. And we're going to throw it over to a Be Right Back screen. Everybody, thank you for watching. We'll talk again real soon.
Thank you, Jeff, for GMing. It was
Thank you. Take it all, my admission. I bought him as a pawn, a coin with just one side, but integral for the fall.